Welcome. Special start time tonight. I know you noticed that. So here we are, 8:45. And I know what you're probably thinking. Why? What's going on? What are we doing? Why is he here now? Well, we're going to answer all those questions for you. I know you guys are a very inquisitive group. I know you're a very opinionated group. We will get to all of that in a few minutes. First, let's party.
Are you ready?
Who bets on the Jets? Have you not learned anything about betting?
The Jets are going to come back!
No, they're not! They're never going to come back! They're never going to come back!
Long story short, the Jets are going to the Super Bowl. That's a promise!
Place your bets now, people!
Who do you want to win?
The goddamn Jets.
Hello? You play to win the game.
You play to win the game. Let's say what's up to everyone before we get things going. You guys hear me okay? I made some adjustments today to a couple settings. I know what you're thinking. Haircut. God damn, he looks good. And the scariest thing of all, I did not ask for the beard to go this short. I know we discussed this. I was very open. I was very honest with all of you, saying I wouldn't take it down. I said to the guy, and I quote, take down out here a little bit, make it more aerodynamic in the front. I like the square off in the front. I tilt my head back, I close my eyes, and then I figure he's going to trim it with the scissors, and all of a sudden I hear, and what the fuck was that? I'm like, damn it, now what are you going to do now? You can't change it now? So don't think that I took the beard down to this level. That was not my doing. I don't want to make it look like I lied to you guys. I tell you all the time, you're the one group of people in the world I've never lied to. Let's say what's up. Mark is here. I saw Stack and Daniel Meehan had comments up early. But when you comment too early before a show, I guess it expires and it goes away. So those were nice messages. I saw those. Appreciate you guys for showing up. But what's up, Mark? What's up, Hank? Daniel Murphy's here. Greg. I am feeling a little better. I don't have the results yet. I got to go to a GI doctor and get a scope to make sure there's no bleeding on the inside. Wish it would have got done at the hospital. Wish I could have got some answers, but got to wait. Boomtown is here, thinking the show's going to go off the rails. Further than normal. I don't think so. I don't know. I don't project it going that way. I think we got a lot of good Jets talk planned for you guys. We got Jake coming on at 9. That's why I wanted to start a little early and get through all of this before he gets here. What's up, Rick? Bobby is here. As always, hello, Bob. Welcome, good sir. Mr. Rick Ken, part of the West Coast Avengers, along with Addison. And I don't know if there's anyone else in that group. Forgive me if I'm forgetting anyone. But Ricky New York is in the house. What's up, Ricky? We got Jay Quest. Yes, so did I. The last 10 minutes, I'm doing the math, and I'm like, oh, I got to speed this up. And I had to watch it at 1.5. I forgot it's not a live show. It's an uploaded video, so you can watch it at a faster speed the entire time. It literally ended with 27 seconds until the show was set to start. So I enjoyed it. We'll get into that in a little bit. Yes, GVH. Yes. I'm looking forward to this series, as I do with all the Jets content. Their social media, their production team, to me, is outstanding. I enjoy it. I don't watch other teams, so I can't tell you what other teams do, but I just know I thoroughly enjoy the Jets productions. I really, really do. And thank you, sir. I'm glad to be out, too. Tommy is here. What's up? Look at this son of a gun. Did not get the message, or just being fashionably late? Big shot now, huh? Look at you, brother.
What message? What are we talking about here?
I'm pretty sure I sent it with the link saying we're starting at 8:45.
I
No big
didn't
deal.
get the memo.
We're good. I wanted to do the intro and welcome everyone before Jake get here, because I know he's got a little bit of time. So
Gotcha.
I didn't want to waste time doing this when we had him.
Gotcha. Well, I'm usually fashionably early anyway, so
Yeah, exactly. I figured that there's just, maybe it's my fault. Maybe I didn't send it. If not, poopy on me. But welcome, VR. I see VR's here. Welcome. 3 siblings in the house. Who we got? We got Addison, as previously mentioned. Huge Johnson is here. I've never heard those words when I walk into a room. Knob Deep's in the house. Shout out to Knob. Speed round. Clancy is here. Clancy, stick around, brother. Stick around. Glad you're here. Well, we will get into all of that momentarily. Got something special planned for you, Clancy. Infrared is here. The man with the muscles. The man behind the scenes with Johnny and VR on Friday nights at 6 o'clock. Boom, 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 boom. Looking for everyone. Thank you, Clancy. The beard, he took a little bit more off than I'd like, but I like it. I'm a handsome fuck. So the more of my face you show, I think the better it is. VR, I appreciate you did not laugh the second you heard that, and that's very good. That's good brownie points with me.
I'm not gonna disagree.
So you're gonna stop laughing. Mess is here. Jetted Out is in the house. Let's see. We got everybody else. Leany is coming in from North Carolina. Leany. Yes. Gentlemen, act accordingly in the chat. We do have a woo. That's the female in the chat alert. Everyone, act properly.
That's the queen.
And party with Peg and Artie. So there might be another female. So the alert is double sounded. Sarah's here. 3 ladies in the chat. Hello, Sarah. Good morning. Good night here, morning there. Good morning to you in Australia. It's not my best Australian accent, but sometimes I throw it out there. Let's see who else we got. I'm trying to see if I got everybody. And we are very close to being up to date. Scrolling. Jeff Melillo is here. What's up, Jeff? Hawk is here. K-Brock, the Jet fan. Anyone else? Speed round is almost done. We are almost caught up. Jetted Out starting us off tonight. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. I love doing it. I love welcoming everybody. I try to get a shout out to everybody. And, people who get here when the show starts and stay the majority, if not the entire time, I truly appreciate. And I'd like to give everyone a shout out. VR has said that I do the best roll call in the business.
Yeah. And shout out for Romper Room reference, because that's a good one. I love that show.
I see Bobby and VR and Knob Deep. Ooh, that's an interesting name.
Yeah, put the music in the background too, like
yeah. And then you got I see Hawk soaring above.
Twinkle twinkle music.
Yes. So, real quick before we get into it, and before Jake comes in, I just watched the Jets show on their YouTube channel called Origins, the debut episode with Jermaine Johnson. And for those of you that don't know or haven't seen it yet, first class production as always by the Jets. We might not win all the games we want to win on the field, but off the field, aside from when it comes to giving out season ticket packages, first class team, like, in terms of the production, right? The shows that they do, the behind the scenes look, I love it. I love that stuff. And to know more about our players, where they came from, how they got here, their life story. They did the thing visiting Sauce's hometown last year with them. I really, really enjoy that, because we put a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of money, travel expenses, going to games, merchandise. I want to know who the money's going to. You know what I mean? Like, not that I'm a major, 6-digit contributor to the Jets, but I want to know, like, who and what I'm supporting, and I want to know about them, and more than just what they reveal on Twitter or their social medias, right? Like, I like knowing the backstories. I like knowing how did you get? I know you're at point 10 now in your athletic career. What was 1 through 9 like? And it gave you a little glimpse of his journey to get there, and it ends with the draft and being selected. So it's not what have you done, it's what did you do to get here? How did you make your dreams come true? And I thought it was very, very well done. And I just love the Jets productions. I think you're going to enjoy it when you do get to watch it. I really think you will.
Yeah, and I haven't watched it yet, but their productions, are first class. And I got a real taste of that when last year they were doing the One Jets Drive at the same time as the Hard Knocks.
Yeah.
And so you could compare and contrast both the Hard Knocks and the One Jets Drive kind of like every week. They were coming out at the same time. And man, I was just blown away. I was like, our production, the One Jets Drive production is really good. But the difference is that they're more personable with our players. And that really hits my heart, a lot more. And that could be a biased opinion, but I really enjoy that. So,
yeah. Awesome.
I can't wait to watch it.
Yeah, you're going to enjoy it. You're going to be like, damn, I hate that Nick was right. God damn. Like, like the angry mob in South Park. One other thing I wanted to mention. Jermaine Johnson. His rookie camp, my son was there. He signed the headband. My son guessed the right number, 1 to 10. And he was 13 at the time, and I got him still into the kids area. And the little kids were guessing a number from 1 to 10. And Nick was listening, and he just goes, 4. And Jermaine's like, yeah. So he signed the headband for Nick. He got that. He also signed Nick's baseball cap. And, then last year at the game, he signed the jersey, brand new. I've told that story. So, me and Nikki are really, really big fans of Jermaine. And, he took that time to come over and sign Nick's jersey when we were at the Washington game on Christmas Eve. So it's like, I want nothing but success for this guy. And something that pissed me off today, I believe it was CBS Sports, which on Instagram, which I am starting to believe is just a fucking troll account. They did the top 20 pass rushers in the NFL. And they didn't have Josh Allen on there from the Jaguars, so I think had 17 and a half sacks.
Right.
And they didn't have Jermaine on there. Now, I get it. Jermaine's sack numbers might not deserve to be up there yet. And, you can't say he's a Pro Bowler because, number one, there's no game. Number two, you don't know how many other people passed on the invite to go to that when there's no game. So don't tell me he's a Pro Bowler because you can go 30 guys deep as an alternate before you actually get someone to say, okay, I'll go. But I don't know. I mean, but Josh Allen not being in there, that's crazy talk.
That's a travesty right there.
Yeah. The top five they nailed, though. I'll give them that. The top 5 they nailed. And that's Reddick, I think, was 7 or 8.
Yeah, JJ should have a chip on his shoulder from the draft, I remember that draft where, some of the analysts and prognosticators had JJ going as high as where we were drafting in the top 5.
Yeah.
And he slid down that draft. And I never thought, I knew that most likely we were not going to pick Jermaine Johnson at the pick we had him at, I believe, at 4. And so he slid down. But then after the Garrett Wilson pick, he slid down some more, and I didn't think that he was going to be there where we traded up to actually get him. I thought, for sure he was going to be in the top 15 picks. And so he should have a chip on his shoulder for that just alone, not to mention, some of these CBS Sports and some of these analysts that don't have him on these lists as one of the top edge rushers in the league. I mean, he was an alternate for the Pro Bowl, if I'm not mistaken. So I mean, someone is recognizing, but apparently these media outlets they tend to troll us New York Jets and New York Jets players. This week with Sauce not being the top cornerback in the league, and I think they put him at number 3 this year after putting him at number 2 last year. So,
all right, well, let's get into that. We got a few more minutes before Jake joins us. Let's get into that.
Okay,
that was one of the things I wanted to touch upon, and another reason that we're the perfect duo, because we bring things up that the other one wants to talk about without even talking about it beforehand. I think there's reason behind that. I think that coaches or executives and teams that want that man-to-man number 1 corner against a number 1 receiver could vote that way. Sauce doesn't travel. We don't require that in our scheme. So I think there's logic behind it. I don't think it's Jet hating. I think that certain organizations might value the guy that plays man-to-man against the top receiver, and they play man 95% of the time, over the guy who plays zone and just stays on one side of the field the majority of the time. So I can see the logic. I always try to look at everything from different perspectives, especially now that I'm sober. That's one of the first things that I learned in sobriety was how you feel and what you see doesn't always match what other people see. So try to look at things from a different perspective, which is fair, right? How I look at sports issues from my aspect as a coach, and might be different from someone who looks at it from an angle of somebody who played a certain position. You know what I mean? I'm not going to have the same outlook on a game as Tom Brady has the same outlook on the game. So You got to take people's opinions and how do they see it? Put the shoe on the other foot. So I know there's always outrage if the Jets are mentioned. There's always outrage. Like Aaron Rodgers being at number 8, some might say it's too high, right? There's a lot of questions there. So, But then, people always just want to argue on the internet. And I kind of just sit back and listen, it's people's opinions. It doesn't change anything in the big scheme of things, right? It's all to gauge interest. It's all to gauge engagement. And if you shit on a fan base that goes nuts, the shit's going to keep happening. If we ignored one diss to this team, maybe it'll stop. And maybe you'll get rational takes from people instead of them baiting us into being the lunatics that we are. And I say that as a compliment because I, too, am a lunatic.
Yeah, I mean, winning solves a lot of issues with, the narrative that's out there. But for me, if they would have just listed him, 3rd and then just kind of kept it at that and said maybe some of the things that you're saying, I could accept that as logic. But a lot of the narrative after when the list came out, the narrative after that is what I have a problem with, where people are saying, every play that he does it's a PI. And, he doesn't travel, but he doesn't go against the best player ever, which, his first season, you can name each of the wide receivers he went through in that season.
Yeah.
Very similar to Revis's, Hall of Fame season, not to the extent that it was 6 top wide receivers, but he had 4 that he was going up against at least 60 to 70% of the games. So to sit there and say, he has a PI in every game and that he uses his arms to push off, and debilitates his play, or to put him higher on that list, those are ridiculous statements, that, and it's just a narrative that I just can't get on board with.
Yeah, but you got to remember, though, those opinions come from haters. They had nothing to do with the voting. And whenever you see, listen, I shit on Tom Brady for 20 years as a Patriot, right? I mean, Twitter wasn't around the entire time. I didn't get big. I created the Twitter account in 2016, but I was a big Facebook Jet Group participant, not really on Twitter till like the last 2 years. So I never really got fed all of that toxicity from other fan bases that you see now.
Right.
But I hated Tom Brady's guts. Like, my argument, which I think is logical because it's mine, of course I support it, right? My argument was always that Peyton Manning was more valuable to the teams than Tom Brady. And this was the argument I always used. When Tom Brady got hurt and Matt Castle came in, the Patriots still went 11-5. Yes, they missed the playoffs on a tiebreaker to Chad Pennington's Dolphins that year, but they still won 11 out of 16 games, which is pretty impressive, right? When Peyton Manning got hurt, they went from 13-3 to 3-13 and the number one overall pick. So just by taking the quarterback out, you saw one team drop off the face of the earth to the number one pick, and the other team go, oh, maybe a 1 or 2 game difference. So, and then Matt Castle did nothing anywhere else. So,
well, I tend to agree to a certain extent, but for different reasons. See, Tom Brady, a lot of people have revisionist history about his career. The first 3 Super Bowls was not Tom Brady. Tom Brady was a game manager in those first 3 Super Bowls. It was the running game and the defense and Bill Belichick that won those 3 and Adam Vinatieri, of course, kicking field goal, game-winning field goals. That's what won those Super Bowls. I always argue that Tom Brady wasn't Tom Brady until Super Bowl 4, and moving forward from there. So, a lot of people don't remember that, Tom Brady was just, okay, not losing the game. Let's not lose the game. Yeah, he was a game manager.
Well, I thank you. Good point. I want to bring in a guy that some of you may have never seen before, and you will see him for the first time tonight on this show. Let's welcome the great Jake Asman. What's up, buddy?
Yeah, I'm here. It's happening, baby. It's an honor to be here. I'm a long-time viewer, first-time caller, long-time listener.
Can you hear that?
Nice.
How we doing?
All right. Thank you for joining. I want to get right into it. I called you yesterday. For those of you that don't know, there's a very big member of Jets Nation, the Jets YouTube. He's always in the chats, and that's our good friend Clancy. And Clancy and his family had the misfortune of his father passing away. So the first thing that I think is, oh, man, I don't have a vehicle right now. I can't make it. He lives in New Jersey, like an hour away. I'm like, damn, I can't make it. But I'm like, you know what? Let's do something for him to show that we all say it. It's in my Discord. I'm sure it's in yours as well, Jake. Everyone always says, we're a family. We're a family. What does family do? Family shows up for one another in the tough times, not just, on the shows or just in the chats. So the reason, when you guys look at the description, I have the V, which I don't want to say it on the show, starts with the V, ends with a Mo. It's a money sending app. And then there's the one with the CA, which is the K app. We got to glitch it out there in case there's YouTube has like their word.
Shine.
Yeah. So I sent it out to a bunch of people in my Discord yesterday privately, and we would like to take a little collection. We're going to promote it tonight on this show. Jake is then going to promote it on his show tomorrow as well. And on behalf of our Jet family, Clancy, we want you to know that that's why I was asking you in the private messages. Hey, what's your VIN? What's your care? And he was being very standoffish about it. So Clancy, I need you to get me that info. We're gonna take a collection and send you a gift from our family to you, who's a member of our family. So sorry that we all can't be there to give you that bro hug and give you that support, but we wanted to be here for you. So
yep, we love you, man, and you always are, have been a stand-up guy. Always, come and support us, and we want to support you during this time, and we want to make sure that you're okay. And we send this message all the time in all of our shows. It's okay not to be okay. You know what I mean? The emotions, everything that's going on, but you have people that you can talk to, you can confide in. I texted you separately, my phone number. You can call me at any time, and I'm sure everybody is the same way. We just wish you and your family the best. Our condolences and heartfelt wishes.
Well said. Yeah, Clancy, we love you, man. We love you, and we're hopefully the money's never going to be enough, obviously, but it's something on behalf of our great listeners who are like family, as you guys said beautifully.
Yeah, there's a lot of unexpected expenses that come up. You got to go out to, the family goes out to eat, things like that. So if this can help you and your family, Clancy, offset a little bit of the unexpected expenses and the inconveniences that come up with this tragedy, then we're happy to help you, brother. Clancy saying thank you all so much. I love you all very much. And he will be there on August 17th for hugs from everyone. Can't thank you all enough.
Perfect.
Let's go. T-Squared Social. Clancy's coming. Everyone's got to be there.
Absolutely. That's going to be awesome.
So thank you, everybody. I see some of the donations coming in now. Thank you, Addison. Let me get over to the other one. Rick Kent, dude, amazing. Thank you. Knob, Blitz BK, Mark Ferraro, Jay Quest, Daniel Murphy, Jaden. You guys are absolutely awesome. So Clancy, yeah, at least message me your sister's. I can't say your sister's V. That sounds inappropriate. That one that starts with the letter V. Send me that info, and we'll push that along. Sorry,
I don't have a V account, so I'll have to start one up just so that I can do this and send that information. And
I think you could say the word, by the way, Nick. I don't think it's that. Like,
yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't want to be. All right,
I've said it before on my show.
Yeah. Oh, you have? All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think YouTube.
I've always been told be careful with that.
Yeah, I think it's like if you post your link in the description, they could like track that. Like not like your user, like the full on link. Like what you did is fine. But like I've heard a million different things. I think you're fine saying that word. It's not like Voldemort.
I got bad luck, man.
Voldemort.
I got bad luck. Georgie coming in with a super chat. I'm praying for you and your family, Clancy. Yes, we all are, man. I see all the messages for support for Clancy. Just know we're here for you, brother. That this community is fantastic. I've gone through a lot in my personal life, well documented here. And the community always steps up to help one another in moments of need. So just know that we're here. Jake, did you get a chance to watch Jermaine's document, The Origins, yet or no?
No, I haven't watched it. I saw it came out tonight, but it's on my list. We got Game of Thrones later. I was going to tell you guys this. I just I got back from playing softball. My brother plays in the league in Central Park, and they needed a player, so I played my first competitive softball game in like 8 years. So I just got back from that.
How's the quads?
Oh my God, this is not good. Now I didn't make a complete fool of myself. Now we got killed. Their team is terrible. I think we lost like 11-2. But I was 1 for 2 and only made 2 errors, so not terrible.
Oh wow!
It was so bad.
Wait! I gotta ask, how many balls were hit to you? Don't say 2.
I had like 5 putouts. I played right in second base.
Okay.
The issue for me is I haven't played the outfield in so long. Tracking the ball, I ran in too hard and right over my head. And then the next time I'm like, all right, let me go back this time. And then I should have been there. And I guess it's technically not an error because I didn't play it, but I should have caught it. I'm kicking myself over it.
I mean, Jake, you're one mustache short of looking like a Yankees player. You take the mustache off, you're right on the Yankees batting lineup.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go.
I'll be ready to roll, man. I mean, we got Subway Series on Tuesday and Wednesday this week, and Jets training camp is Tuesday. It's all happening in New York sports right now.
Absolutely.
You work in the Subway Series?
I'm going as a fan on Tuesday, which I can't wait. And then let me finish the story. So I Uber Eats or Grubhubbed chicken parm with pasta. So I hope, Gary, if you're out there, you know that I'm going to post a picture of my chicken parm when it arrives any minute now. And oh boy, I can't wait.
Nice.
You appreciate that.
Awesome. Something we brought up, we were talking about, was Sauce Gardner's ranking. And I brought up that some teams and some executives.
I hated your answer on this. I was listening to this.
Yeah?
Oh, I like to see it from both sides. Nah, F that. Sauce Gardner's the best quarter in the league. All right, no, I'm just kidding.
I'm not saying he's not, but not every team might view it that way.
My only pushback on what you were saying is how could he go from 2 last year on this list after his rookie year to then he drops a spot if he was first team All-Pro for the second straight year, right? That to me doesn't make any sense. And then the other thing with the Sauce list I don't understand, they want these corners that will play man all the time. No one plays man all the time. There's no Darrelle Revis in today's NFL. Sauce wants to do it more this year. I hope they let him. But no one is playing man all the time. Even when Richard Sherman was winning All-Pro, that was the whole debate versus him and Revis years ago, is that Sherman only played a side. He didn't play man-to-man. That was always Revis's advantage in that argument. So I think there's an anti-Jet bias out there. I really do. I mean, the fact that one executive didn't have him in his top 10, that's a joke. That could have been the reason why he fell to third, right? Like, if you're doing a list and it's a compilation of all the results from these people they speak to, and someone doesn't have the audacity to include them in the top 10 or honorable mention, there's not a Jet bias there? Like, come on.
Yeah, it's like MVP voting, right? It's points based on what number you give the guy, and that's ridiculous. That's why he fell. If you don't even get one of those votes, because it's so tight. Like the top 3, I think, are the top 3. I agree with the top 3. I just don't agree with the order.
The order.
But whenever, as we know, as Americans, whenever you leave it up to people to vote, Shenanigans, plug for the show, can run amok.
Anything big happened in politics today? I haven't checked my phone all day.
No, but it is fitting that he does bow out on National Ice Cream Day.
Is it actually National Ice Cream Day?
It is. I Googled it before I shared it. I was like, oh, my God, because Donald Trump Jr. shared fitting, and I shared it on my Instagram and Facebook. But, yeah, it's National Ice Cream Day, and there's a picture of him with an ice cream cone. And
God bless, man. That's hilarious.
Yeah, fun times in America.
I don't know if anyone knows, but based on Jake's Discord, there's a new person running for president now, and that is Mr. Bobby Midnight.
Can I tease an announcement for my merch store out here with you guys in regards to Bobby Midnight? So my merch store, it opens on Tuesday, right, in honor of Jets training camp. In honor of Bobby Midnight, I think I'm going to open up the merch store at midnight tomorrow night, Monday night into Tuesday morning. And we're going to do a 24-hour sale of the Bobby Midnight for President T-shirt in the store in honor of the merch store opening up. I'm having way too much fun with this merch store after I waited basically 3 years to finally do it. So 24-hour flash sale on the Bobby Midnight shirt. It's going to be a limited drop. Bobby Midnight for President in honor of the Jake Asman merch store opening up at midnight tomorrow night.
All right. I have goosebumps right now with an idea for you. And you as my friend, I will lay this idea out before you and see what you think. You get Bobby with the chair and you say, not the only orange candidate this year, 2024.
Oh my God.
And then you have the chair, you have like your chair and Bobby.
To write this down.
So it's political topical. It's Jake Asman show topical. And it'd be fantastic.
I love it. I honestly, I might have to do like a limited like Bobby Midnight like merch drop like once every couple of weeks. Like this will be the first one. That's the second one.
You do that like you do that mid-September, so it's hot for election season.
Oh my God!
And then we have merch to wear at the Halloween game the week before election.
My dream would be all the Asmaniacs show up in Bobby, not just as Asmaniac merch, but Bobby Midnight specific merch for that game as Bobby's on the field beforehand. You imagine? Oh my God!
Oh my goodness, that would be wonderful.
I see Leany's going to buy another shirt. There we go. Oh my, I need to make another order. Let's go. Addison's buying one. We struck gold here, boys. This on a T-shirt. Let's go.
Let's go.
I love it. I love it. And then I commented on that post about the
I was
the cabinet
crying.
positions.
Wait, can you read that to your audience?
Yeah,
that was so funny.
So Jake put that as a post on his YouTube, and when I saw it, I immediately came up with where'd it go? Oh, I sent it to you. Perfect. Bobby's cabinet. Gator would be in charge of IT. Easy decision, right?
Yep.
Jake, you'd obviously be the chief of staff.
Dear God, yep.
Charles Gorman, notable for chewing on air, would be in charge of food services.
Yep.
B-Mac, who's always got the TV on, in charge of television programming. Sarah comes in with a job with foreign relations.
That made me
Obviously.
laugh so
No
hard.
offense to Craig. No offense to Craig, but Bobby wants to be easy on the eyes.
He wants some
King
relations, all
Lowski.
right.
King Lowski comes in charge of the Secret Service.
Yep.
He's loud, aggressive. We'll let you know if you're doing something out of line, something we could have used last weekend, but I digress. And then me, who's coached defense, a team to the Pop Warner Super Bowl in 2019, Secretary of Defense. It makes all the sense in the world.
I also have one. I don't know if you started thinking about ambassadors in Bobby's office, but the ambassador to Puerto Rico has to be V-Man.
Oh.
He's very political too. If you go on his Twitter page.
Shout out to Jay Quest. Jake got thrown out at home to end the game. Any truth to this?
I wish I didn't score. I had my base hit, and then it was 2 outs, 2 on, and then I forget how the inning ended, but I didn't score. That was it. I just had my line drive base hit up the middle, and that was all she wrote. Stranded on base.
I
only got 2 ABs, man. I wanted more at bats, but we got mercied. We got destroyed.
Oh, that's the worst.
Did you have fun?
I had a great time. Yeah, my legs are definitely going to be sore because I haven't like started, stopped, right? Like, in baseball, you use all these muscles you use. So it's it was wild, but it was awesome.
That's awesome.
Oh, Bobby's watching. Hi everyone, I got to leave now. I have to pick my daughter. I don't know what time we'll be back. I'm not running for president. I don't like this. I'm not running for president. I am done with it.
Okay.
Are you sure you're not running for president, Bob? I was thinking you might.
I mean, we could all just write him in on the ballot. That'd be great if you're watching like election night and they're like, Bobby Woodruff comes in with 1% of the vote. Big Bobby Woodruff. Everyone writing in Bobby for president swings the election.
That's it. All it takes is one vote.
Even his avatar looks like kind of political with the state.
Yeah.
He won Vermont.
Yeah.
That's it. You know where he's from? You know what he stands for?
or sits for with the orange chair.
Tommy coming in with a super chat. Clancy, prayers go out to you and your family. Thank you, Tommy. And yes, Clancy. We hope that we can, like I messaged you earlier, we hope that you can provide we can provide a little bit of entertainment and put a smile on your face, in a very tough time. So enjoy the show, Clancy. This one is dedicated to you, brother. Dark Soldier, thank you. I got your Venmo as well. So Jake, it's your call. If you want to give my info out, or if you want to just collect it and then we'll push it over to him together or separately, whatever.
I was guessing it's probably just easier to do yours, but if it's Venmo, you got to give people the last 4 digits of your cell because they've never Venmo you before. They'll ask for that.
Okay. All right. I'll text that to you. So you have it. Shout out to Hughes Johnson coming in with a donation as well. Thank you.
What a name.
Thank you. Yeah. It is. I said earlier, I never hear that name when I walk into a room, so it's fun to just say it on the show. Just checking both, make sure I don't miss anybody.
The hashtag Bobby for president is trending in our chat right now.
I like it. I love that Bobby's upset about it and saying that he's done, stop it, as if it's an actual thing that would occur. Like, I love that there's actual upset emotions about it.
Look, at the end of the day, he might not want to be president, but we need him to be president.
Yeah, sometimes everyone has a calling. Everyone has a calling. Bobby's show alone shows you that that's a man that can unite people from all different races, cultures, backgrounds. Everyone comes together on the Bobby Midnight Show. So, Bobby, you are the man America needs right now, man.
What's the Dark Knight quote? Well, he's not the hero that everyone wants, but he's the hero that everyone needs. Yeah. That's Bobby Midnight.
That's it, man. And the debate would just be, can you imagine Bobby and Trump debating?
Well, you're a butthead. I don't know who this guy is.
Look at this guy. He can't even see over the podium to the mic. You just all of a sudden you just hear, you're crap of crap.
I don't like you.
Bobby wrote, "Stop it, please. Leave me alone." Okay, Jake for president. Bobby, I'll run, but you have to be my VP. Is that the compromise?
That sounds fair.
Yeah.
I like it.
VP Midnight. Heisman Midnight 2024.
Nice. Absolutely awesome. How close is the delivery? Do you have a few more minutes? I didn't want to ask you a question and you got to run like mid-answer.
No, you're good. Let's see. Also, shout out to the big fellow who just sent me a Venmo that I will include in my Venmo to you, Nick.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank
for
you.
Clancy. Let me see. It says arriving soon. I don't think it's here yet. So
all right.
let's keep rolling. I got at least 5 minutes, I think.
Okay. So one of the things we, in the offseason, VR and I, we do a list where like we usually ask people, who come on. Tonight, what we had planned was we're going to do. I really need to get a mouse. This stupid keyboard thing. 5 storylines to follow in camp that we have. So I'll throw you the first one that we were going to discuss. Who's next? Which players do you see possibly stepping up or maybe even stealing a roster spot?
It's going to be tough to picture too many guys truly stealing a roster spot. That's a sign, by the way, how good this team is. Like that's a good thing, not a bad thing, by the way.
It's a positive.
Yeah, in the past, it'd be like, well, there's like 10 spots up for grabs. It's like, well, that's probably not good if you think about it. To me, it's more about like some of the rookies, how quickly they transition to being ready to play if they're going to have a bigger role. Like Braylon Allen, reports where he was excellent as a receiver out of the backfield. That surprised people. Well, we know he's a good runner when the pads come on. Now, how does that actually translate to some of these practices coming up? So I'm excited to see him. Stiggers, all the hype around him. If you want to choose a rookie on defense, I'm excited to see what he could do. He's going to be on the team, but could he steal someone's playing time? Could he get an opportunity to play if he has a really good camp? I think that's something to look at. And then if you want like non-rookies, Gibson and Brownlee in year 2, how quickly are they a focal point of the offense, right? I mean, what's Allen Lazard's deal? I mean, could Xavier Gibson actually start opening night where your 3 receivers are Garrett, Mike Williams, and Xavier Gibson, and Allen Lazard's not out there? Like, it's possible. I mean, Gibson had a really good OTA session from what I heard. So I think that's kind of what you're looking at. I don't know if there's a ton of guys who are going to make the team. Like, I guess Tariq Cohen is someone that you point to. Can he beat out Izzy in because of his special teams prowess? But for the most part, I think I'm more interested in kind of like the fringe roster guys and if they push some of the entrenched guys for playing time on the team.
All right. Well, to continue on that, anybody
you hear that?
Is that the doorbell?
That's the doorbell delivery, baby. My building's weird. I got to go downstairs and pick it up. I'll come back, though. I'm not done yet. Don't worry.
All right.
Okay. I'll be right back.
Wait,
Okay.
when you stand up, is the chair orange? No.
Not yet. I tried to. Full disclosure, I was going to order the mock orange chair that Gator sent me off eBay. It was. I just couldn't get myself to do it. The shipping alone was $30. I'm like, that's ridiculous. I'm not paying $30 for shipping. So I'm on the hunt for a replica orange chair, either at a local flea market or somewhere else. So I'm still on the hunt for that orange chair.
By the way, Jake, I won that bid on eBay, so
that's why the price was so high.
All right, we'll see you in a minute. While he was away, and awesome for Jake coming in and hanging out tonight. Infrared uses his 3-month Shiner comment. Stay fly, Clancy, through these difficult times, as your dad will be looking down, smiling soon as we host the Lombardi Trophy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And followed up, the big fella. Can you imagine Bobby debating Kamala Harris? Listen, calm your freaking down, lady. Very, very good. Very good. Hey, Aurora, I see that you're here. I'm upset that Bobby doesn't want in. I'm upset. I know it's late, but a late push for Bobby to be president, I think we could do it.
Aurora had a show with Charles Gorman today, and
very good.
Did a really, really, really good job there. So shout out to Aurora for her job co-hosting with Charles Gorman on his show.
I messed up so bad, and it just clicked in my head. Damn it. Sarah will no longer be foreign relations for Bobby. She will be the first lady, and Craig will now take over the foreign relations.
I see. Okay,
shame on me for not doing that sooner.
Well, I'm guessing
now Bobby's in. Now he's in for president because he gets to marry Sarah. There's the loophole.
I was guessing why Bobby was upset about all this, but now I think you put your finger on it, pinpointed it.
That's what she said. I'm just want to check the Venmo, make sure I didn't miss. Okay, Jake pushed it over from Clancy. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. For those that don't know, in the description of the channel, those of you coming in here late, very loyal member of Jake's show, my show, VR's, Clancy. His dad unfortunately passed away earlier this weekend, and we wanted to do a little something. Since we always say that we're family, we wanted to be there for family, right? It's not just words, here. It's not something that is just bullshit that I want to be a part of people throwing out. Like, you live by it. And, where Clancy is, and we're all spread out through the world, we're taking a little collection to send to Clancy and his family just to help out, and say, hey, buddy, we love you. And we're there for you. So if you look in the description, you will see my Venmo and my Cash App. And, we'll push all of that over to Clancy and his family sometime tomorrow to help them out. There's just a little expenses that come up. You, like I said, you go out to eat with the family after the services, things like that. If we just put a little bit back into his pocket and then show the love and appreciation that we have for him. And I don't want this channel to be a one-way street. You know what I mean? Clancy's always gifting memberships. He's, super chats. He's always very giving, and
just a great guy. Great guy in the chat. Yeah, always greeting everyone. Always saying hi. He's good dude.
Yep.
And life sometimes stinks.
You good? In the back. Yeah. All right.
Oh, we're here, baby.
I just got a phone call that Gary has unsubscribed to my channel since I've supported putting chicken and pasta on air here.
Let's go, baby. Chicken goes with pasta.
It's like the best combination. I don't know what he's talking about. That's like saying you don't eat peanut butter and jelly. They don't go together. Like, what are you talking about?
I'm getting spoiled this week, by the way. So the reason why I got parm is because it's one of my favorite spots for just real solid chicken parm.
I got the chicken parm.
Full-on chicken parm dish. But people say that the parm,
yummy,
spicy rigatoni is comparable to Carbone, which is that legendary Italian place everyone's always talking about in Manhattan. They got one in Vegas and Miami. I've never been to Carbone, but I have dinner reservations there on Thursday. So I wanted to try the rigatoni this week. I've had it before, but I wanted to try it this week from parm. So then I know going in on Thursday, I had a recent experience. So I can compare the two to see if Carbone might be overrated after I try it. So we're going to see.
Okay.
As a member of Team Fat Ass, I absolutely love the planning that went into that. That made my heart tingle. I was like, oh, this is very well thought out.
I'm ready to roll, baby.
And Jake, we talked about this on your show at one point or another. We need to do a food segment on your show or someone's show with all the different people all the Asmaniacs that cook, or the chef that comes, and there's so many people that cook and have recipes, and Charles Gorman's mother's chicken soup recipe and all that. We need to have a segment, 5-10 minutes, just everybody come on and talk about their food.
Amen. Amen.
For Hank, and I saw Sarah also. If you're out of the country and you can't, send the funds electronically, you can give a super chat. Hank, I know I got to mail you that check this week for the GoFundMe that we did for you. We did a little bit extra. If you just want to tell me what you want to deduct from that, and I'll just kick that over to Clancy. That way we could do that if that's easier. That way, all of that money goes directly to him, and there's no YouTube cut out of it. We can do that.
How criminal is it, by the way, that YouTube takes 30% of the super chats?
30%.
And then I heard if you do a super chat from an iPhone, I heard that they take a cut too. That there's an Apple charge. That's why it's not always. If you look at the revenue made, sometimes it's less than 70%, because if people are doing super chats from an iPhone, there's some charge that Apple takes out of it before it even gets to YouTube.
Yeah, and if you're the customer, right, or the viewer in this case, and you send a super chat, it's never actually $4.99. because then you get taxed on that too. So it's like always like a little more than that too. And the higher
Yeah.
the super chat is, the more they tax you.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, Aurora with a great idea. We need our Jets fan cookbook.
I'm glad Aurora is here and
really
she
proud.
survived an hour with Charles Gorman earlier. That was something.
It was.
I mentioned
kudos
that
to them.
earlier. Yeah, they did a good
Kudos
show.
to them, man. They gave a lot of information, and it wasn't just like reading stats. There are channels that do that where you just feel like they're reading like stats that they found on the internet at you. The insight and the conversation that went with it, it was nonstop. It was fantastic. I thought it was a very informative show. Guys, go check out Charles Gorman and Aurora. I hope that becomes a regular thing.
Aurora, I mean, she's a star. I mean, we know this.
Yeah, she's wonderful. She knows her stuff. Absolutely.
And Bobby's pissed at me because Charles did do a call-in. And shout out to Infrared. Infrared, I just got your Venmo as well. Thank you, guys. You guys are absolutely awesome. Shout out to everyone who's donated so far. You guys are the best, man. This is why this fan base deserves a goddamn Super Bowl.
In the worst
and
way.
Jets 82, I got yours as well. Thank you.
You got
I got
mine, Nick?
yours.
Yep.
I did. I checked it when you had gotten up, but yep, cool. I got that from Big Fella. So thank you everybody so far. Let me check the cash app.
You got to read Knobs chat.
Oh, let me get there. Sorry, I'm a little bit behind in the chat. My professional opinion is that chicken does not go in pasta. Pasta as a side dish with parm does not count.
Chicken does not go in pasta.
Oh, so he's saying like if you have a dish, you put the chicken in it. Like
The
on
pasta's on the side.
Right?
The pasta's on the side. The parm is on the side. That's kind of like
he's saying don't mix it. Don't put it on top.
I think a lot of times that's the way they serve it too. Like the chicken parm is kind of a separate thing, and then pasta is like the side dish.
Let me get a fork here. I'll do a live taste test. Hold on.
All right. Let's go.
While he does that, I'm gonna get some coffee.
Hank, I got your comment. Thank you. I got your text. Thank you for donating also to Clancy. Appreciate it. You guys are really, really amazing. Clancy, there's a significant amount of funds coming your way to help offset the week for you, brother. I'm very, very happy that we did this. Like I was saying before, Jake, when you were away, I don't want to be just a one-way street. You're very giving, you're very charitable with sending people stuff and things like that. Like I don't ever want this channel to be just a one-way street. Oh, all right, go ahead. What are we thinking?
Oh, the rigatoni is excellent. I knew it was good though. I just can't wait to compare it to Carbone on Thursday.
Okay.
But you're right, Nick. I mean, any chance we can to give back to the people who tune in all the time, like it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, this is good stuff right here, folks.
Yeah. All right, VR. Well, hold on. Don't you dare put that mic up and turn it off. VR. We're gonna maximize Jake's mic, and we're gonna get a Jake Charles Gorman chewing moment here on the show.
Oh, should I give you a real Gorman? Then I'm gonna need like a real piece of chicken parm to go full Gorman.
Yeah, don't cut it. Just shove it in.
Oh my God, here we go. It's a pretty big piece here. Ready? Ladies and gentlemen, in honor of Charles Gorman.
Oh, you got to do this too. You got to cut your head off.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Or sometimes he goes like up high too. It's like,
Sunday shenanigans, folks. Sunday shenanigans.
Hawk coming in. He doesn't have Crash Apple or Venge Pro. So saying half this to Clancy and the rest for you. Love you both and this whole community. Thank you, Hawk. Very, very kind of you, good sir.
Absolutely.
Very, very kind of you.
That's awesome.
Oh, Hawk, look at you. Maybe you're not a bad guy, Hawk. Just kidding. You're terrible.
No.
I'm sorry.
I just wanted to see how he typed all that with his talons. Wonder how long it took to get that. Maybe that's why it's Crash Apple and Venge Pro. He was getting angry.
Crash Apple. That's too funny.
Let's see if we can help mess out. Does anyone have Zelle? Jake, do you have Zelle?
I do. Yeah, you can Zelle me, and I can send that money to you if that works.
Perfect.
My Zelle, Jets mess is just my email. It's asmanjake@gmail.com. I'll type it in the chat for you.
Thank you.
And then whatever you Zelle me, I'll then pass it along via Venmo to Nick Shine.
You know, say that I can do. I have Zelle.
Okay. Send it to Jake, and then Jake will push it over.
Send it to Jake. All right. Perfect.
It says comment failed to post. I don't know. Is YouTube thinking email is spam?
You know what? Give it to me. I'll type it in. What is it?
It's just Asman, my last name, ASMAN, Jake@gmail.com.
Yeah, I think sometimes they don't let you gotta be a moderator or whatever to send emails or websites into the chat, I believe. And on top of that, look at that. Hank became a member of the channel. Nice, Hank. Welcome. Look at that. Bring Jake on and all the money comes to the yard. Very nice. Baby. That's it. Your chewing on screen has brought funds to the Proud New York Jet Fan channel. Thank you. I appreciate your service.
That is the power of this fan base, folks.
That's it. They like what they like. Dave, if you look at the comment that I made for Zelle, you can Zelle Jake, and then he'll just push it over to me. If I'm doing Collins, you're going to add me to the show. Possibly later, Aurora. I promise you. We'll open it up shortly.
When's Bobby coming back? He's demanding an on-camera appearance to talk about his campaign.
Well, he got
residency.
He got Friday night. I get home from the hospital, and he was on. So I popped on. I was like, "Hey," I just got in. I'm a little wired. I slept a lot of the day. He's like, I'm like, "All right, you want to do tonight?" I'm like, "All right, Saturday. I'll go on after Jake." Well, I'm going on tomorrow after Jake. I'm like, "All right, Bob. You obviously didn't say enough in your 13 episodes this week." I'm just trying to squeeze my third in because I missed Thursday night. Sorry, I didn't mean to interfere. And then I didn't do any of them. But you can't mess with Bobby Midnight and the hurricane that is Bobby.
He will come after you until the end of time if he has to. Him calling you in the hospital, though, that was such a funny story you shared on the show the other day.
Oh, it's so good. All right, for those that didn't hear it, I was in the hospital overnight, Thursday to Friday. And Friday, they check your vitals throughout the night. Doctors start coming in 6 o'clock in the morning. They're withdrawing blood. Finally, like 8 o'clock, I'm like, all right, everything died down. I shut the ringer off on the phone. I'm like, let me get some sleep. It's like 10:15 and the hospital phone is ringing. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, you wake up, like I had earplugs in because as soon as I get to the hospital, I'm like, I need earplugs. The hospital phone's ringing. I'm like, all right, it's probably, food services. Shout out to Charles Gorman, who actually works at the hospital that I was at in the food services department. Small world, right? So I'm like, all right, they probably want to know what I want for lunch. I answer the phone, I'm like, hello? Hey, how you feeling? What? It's Bobby. I'm like, am I fucking dreaming? I'm like, what the hell's going on here? I just wanted to call, see if you're okay. I'm like, you called the hospital? Well, yeah, I called your cell phone. You didn't answer. I go, Bobby, you're fucking awesome. Dude. I'm like, thank you for calling, man. I'm like, that's amazing. All right, you sleeping? Yeah, I was. All right, bye now.
The best. That's amazing.
It's awesome. It's awesome. My heart was warm. My brain was confused. When you wake up, you get a phone call, you wake up. It takes like 10, 15 seconds before the wheels actually start spinning again. I'm just sitting there and I was like I hung up and it clicked. I was like, this guy is cares so much that and was worried that he remembered because I popped into my Discord chat the night before and said where I was, that he remembered where I was, called the hospital, asked for me in the room. I just thought it was, it was very presidential. You know, I didn't get a call from any other leadership members in the free world.
Either that or he is, Bobby Midnight, private eye, like a world-renowned detective, because he found Bonesy as well, and in his store and everything when he calls him. So
Yeah, how do you find the hospital? That's a great question.
I said it. He knows where I live, what town I'm in. But when I was in the Discord video chat, they've been doing like these hangouts in my Discord with everyone, like, after the shows are over, going in there for the hangout. And I popped in to say hello to everybody. And I said I was at JFK Hospital in the area. So God bless him.
That's
He's
amazing.
got a heart of gold. He's got a heart of gold.
Two Venmos coming your way. These are combined from VR. Nice job, VR. And Johnny. So here we go. Let me do my math right here. There we go. From VR and Johnny Boy.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
let me double check it.
Someone said, "Why does
Got
my
it.
phone
Thank
look
you.
gigantic?" It's a pretty normal phone. It's an old one.
Jay
too,
Quest, another donation coming from Jay Quest. Thank you. Infrared, Aunt Chet's 82. I just want to make sure I shout everybody out who's helping out.
I like that pop socket in the back, Jake.
Just got it because I didn't get a
Yeah.
new phone the other day. I'm still an iPhone behind everyone else, but I finally got the pop socket back on. You need it when you're trying to watch games on your phone or something, or
Yeah, exactly.
the best.
You guys are amazing. You guys are really, really amazing. I'm very proud seeing the numbers coming in. I'm very, very proud. Plug for the channel to be a Jet fan right now. I'm very, very proud right now of this fan base, and I didn't doubt that you guys would step up and be amazing, and then you surpassed my expectations. And we didn't even get the Jake show tomorrow yet. This is amazing. You guys are awesome. Clancy, they love you, buddy.
This is truly a family, man. This is, this community of Jet fans, of us, the Asmaniacs, of the Shiners, of the people that watch all the content creators and all our shows. I mean, we have come together in unison in these past couple of years to really, really form like Voltron, man, like a family, just everybody together, and things happen, life happens. Sports is kind of our getaway from reality, but this is, just when said and done, when the stuff hits the fan, we come together and we care about each other. We love each other, and, we got each other's backs. And I wouldn't want to be anywhere else with any other family.
That's it. Shout out to Murdog. I believe that's Murdog by the Biceps, who I know some of you. Well, some of you them have their YouTube monikers, right? I don't want to say their real names if they have it like hidden. So the Biceps alone. Very, very good point, Brandon. Nick saying you are proud Jets fans, like watching a movie where they say the name of the movie in the movie.
In the movie. That's funny.
It's like Batman. I'm proud New York Jet fan.
I see a free Murdog, hashtag free Murdog. What's going on with Murdog?
Is he still banned from the Bobby show?
I think at one point he was blocked on Bobby's show. I don't know. I can't keep track of who gets. It's like a reality show. Like you can't keep track of who got voted off, who's back on. Like there was like, it's very.
So Murdog is off of Bobby Island right now, and needs to get back on. He needs the votes to get back on.
Yes. Let's continue here with number 4, the running back depth chart and how many are kept. Now I think this is a storyline worth following. You got to I include Borden in this conversation in the backfield. I think that you can use Jeremy Ruckert in that role. I think that you can use Braylon Allen in that role, and even Davis as guys in the backfield who are capable of blocking and can play more than one position to help out the offense, right? Where you're saving a roster spot Gone are the days of the 90s where you needed a fullback, and some teams had a backup fullback just in case something happened. But now it gives you that flexibility to keep an extra offensive lineman, an extra receiver, maybe a fourth tight end certain weeks. If we're running a lot of tight end packages, you can elevate Kuntz to the active roster. But I think they go with 3. And I think the writing's on the wall for Izzy. And it's not because Izzy's a bad player. I just think that when you change the scheme, you change the components of it. He was drafted in that one cut and go zone scheme. We're now a power scheme. So it's not that he was a bad pick. He was a good pick at the time. But things have changed. The offensive line has changed. The offensive blocking scheme has changed, which it was personified by when the Jets drafted 2 power running backs. So I know you're in the middle of eating, Jake. Go ahead, VR. I'll throw it to you first on your thoughts. Go ahead, man. Enjoy.
Yeah, and I think I would have to agree with that assessment because we drafted 2 running backs this year, and I think if they had faith in Izzy Abanikanda, it wouldn't have been as prevalent in the draft to make it their business to draft 2 running backs this year. The other point that I want to share with that is that they brought Tariq Cohen in, and the kickoff rules and everything surrounding the kickoff rules. If Tariq Cohen, flashes in training camp and can prove in that short period of time that he can stay healthy, I mean, we may be looking at him as an addition because he can play multiple positions, because he can, be in the kickoffs and also, do spot duty as a third down back and play. He was an offensive weapon. He was an OW when he played for the Bears, when he was healthy. And, I had him many a fantasy drafts, and he was, lights out with the PPR leagues with catching the ball and running the ball as well. So I mean, if you can get lightning in a bottle with Tariq Cohen, then you almost neutralize the effectiveness of keeping someone like Izzy Abanikanda on the team. Unfortunately, now I do think he's talented and he has speed, but based on what he showed last year, there's questions where they wouldn't have drafted those 2 running backs.
It just depends how many they want to keep, though, right? Like, because there's a path for them to keep 4 running backs and Baldwin, by the way, and maybe it's only 3 tight ends they keep instead. That's one option for them. They also, I mean, they could like phantom IR Izzy too if they want to keep him. So like if they're worried that if they try to stash him on the practice squad, someone will claim him. But look, he's only into his second year. Like, what if he takes a year or 2 leap? I mean, this is a big summer for him, and I think the kickoff rules maybe help him if he's really good on kickoffs in the preseason. That maybe can help him earn a spot too. So, it's tough. If I had to guess, he's probably not on this team because, as you guys talked about, they did draft 2 running backs for a reason, right? But I don't think it's crazy they keep 4 and he's the 4th back.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Yeah, I agree.
That's fair. And
Andrew Puglisi, I got your Zell. Who is that? Do we know who that is?
Andrew. I don't know.
Someone's YouTube name.
It's going to be someone so obvious too. But thank you for your contribution.
Yeah, thank you, Andrew.
Andrew Puglisi. Shout out to him. I'm going to Venmo you right now, Nick.
Yeah, give us your YouTube name. Give us your handle, buddy.
So address, social, mother's maiden name. We need it all.
Social Security.
I feel like I've heard the name before, and I can't.
Yeah, we like to give credit where credit is due, and
absolutely.
Give thanks.
And to close out with the running backs, it's going to tell you their commitment to the run if they do keep Izzy, I think.
Oh, we got him. It's Jets Mets.
Oh, okay. There we go. I know I've seen the name before.
Guy with the greatest name, too. Jets Mess. I love that name.
Beautiful.
Absolutely great.
It's It's perfect for this fan base. So many years.
We joked around and said when they win the chip this year, he has to change his name from mess to win. Or
yes.
All right, let's move on to the next one. The number 3 storyline, in our opinion, to keep an eye on as training camp is set to open this week. The wide receiver room, the utilization, and the depth chart. I think this is something where there's a lot of questions. You start off with the Mike Williams injury. Where's he going to be? What's his timeline? Is he ready for week 1? Is he going to be on a pitch count like they did with Brees last year? Is it going to be third downs, red zone? How are they going to bring him about? I don't want to see him on first down from our own 25 if he's on a pitch count, right? Like I want him on third downs. I want him in the red zone. I want him at big moments. And then you advance him to where he becomes your every down number 2 guy, right? The depth chart, like you guys mentioned earlier, Gibson, where's he fall in place? Where's Corley as a rookie? We know he's got some criticisms about learning the route tree and running more precise routes. I haven't heard an update. Is he living with Rodgers? I know that was joked about and mentioned by both of them. Is he going to be there with Rodgers every day and night, which for a rookie going into the NFL, that's amazing. Hope to God it's not like when Tom Brady moved in Antonio Brown. Hope there's no horror stories there. But, let's look at Lazard. There's more questions there with him, right? Does he fully commit? Has the coaching staff forgiven him for giving up last year? Robert Saleh throws nobody under the bus. He defends his players to the death. And when he got up on that microphone and basically gave you a New Year's countdown to when the Jets can get out of his contract, said everything you need to know about what he thought in that moment. Now, do you talk to Joe Douglas? Do you talk to Alan Lazard? Do you mend fences? Or is it you are behind the 8 ball and we're never going to let you out from behind there? I'm very curious to see his path in training camp, and then who steps up? Is it Brownlee? Does Brownlee go in and steal Alan Lazard's spot? So I think we know who our receivers are. I'm very curious to see who fits in where and who gets number 1 reps. Are they going to rotate number 1 reps to see who Rodgers likes? And let's be real. Rodgers gets what Rodgers wants. Last year, he shouted out Gibson, Brownlee, and Irv Charles all before they broke OTAs. Guess who made the team last year? Gibson, Brownlee, Irv Charles. So I'm very curious to see what path they take and how it all comes together. Jake, what do you think?
Yeah, 100%. Like that to me is like probably like the biggest on-field storyline besides like Aaron Rodgers' return, and I guess you could talk about some of the rookies, but like what's the pecking order on the depth chart? And if Mike Williams is not practicing till mid-August because he's on that Breece Hall timeline, what's the starting 11 look like when they're doing they're doing a 11 on 11s, starting defense against the starting O. I'm sure Alan Lazard will get first crack at it, but how quickly do they give Brownlee a chance to beat him out? How quickly do we see Gibson and Corley being out there, and who's the slot guy when they put the starters out there? That's what I'm curious to see. And like Herb Charles, is he just a special teams guy? Is he more valuable now because of the new kickoff rules? What's his deal? Are they keeping 6 or 7 wide receivers now? They had 7 last year, if I remember correctly. So how does it work? How does it work this year now with the new rules? Like, is there a way for them to maybe keep only 6 wide receivers, and then, all right, well, who's out of a job if that happens? So I'm curious about all that.
Yeah, well, I think Irv Charles, we got to kind of treat with the
tweener.
I forgot his name already.
Justin Hardy.
Yeah, you got to keep like Hardy wasn't a cornerback, but he was a cornerback, right? Justin Miller really wasn't a cornerback; he was more of a kick returner, right? So I think you just get that special team or like that gunner position for Charles, who can step in and play wide receiver if, and we hope this doesn't happen, some medical attention is needed across the board.
Yeah.
But VR, what do you think?
I mean, like the first spot, the number 1 spot, there's no question, Garrett Wilson. And then you just have to like kind of look after that and say, okay, well, who is going to be number 2? Mike Williams is injured. Is he going to come back in time for that starting role right away? Optimism says that, he's going to be that wide receiver too. So I'm going to go with optimism, and I'm going to say, okay, Mike Williams has the wide receiver 2 position, and then we talk about what is going to be the person who's going to play the slot or that wide receiver 3. Now, I have been on record as saying that I think we're going to play a lot of 12 personnel. There's going to be a lot of 2 tight end sets. There's not going to be a lot of 3 wide receiver sets in the West Coast offense that they're going to run. And there's going to be a heavy balance of run and pass. But with all that being said, who's going to be that wide receiver 3? Now, if Mike Williams and Garrett Wilson is 1 and 2, then you're putting somebody in there, I think that needs to be someone that Aaron Rodgers is comfortable with. Aaron Rodgers right now has the history with Allen Lazard. And so for right now, all intents and purposes, is Allen Lazard as that wide receiver 3, in my opinion. And then it just depends on what develops in training camp and how much these other wide receivers can flash. I think Malachi Corley eventually, as the season progresses, is going to be starting off as a gadget person, and maybe play like a little bit of H-back and, that role that Aaron Rodgers is actually familiar with people like Ty Montgomery in his history. So he might even play some running back because he has the build for it. Until he learns the route tree, until he gets a particular synergy with Aaron Rodgers, and Aaron Rodgers is comfortable with him. So Brownlee is one to watch moving up the pecking order, because I truly believe that Rodgers really likes Brownlee. He likes his build, his speed, his acumen for catching the ball, and I think he's one to watch in the preseason, and possibly one that is going to get way more playing time this year than he did last year, in my opinion. I think Gibson stays in that kind of like tweener role where he's going to be some gadget stuff, and he's going to be, for the kickoffs, the returner and things of that nature. But, he'll have a role on this team as well. That's what I got.
Nice. Shout out to Jet It Out. Thank you guys for feeding my off-season jet hunger. Well, Jet It Out, we have very good news for you. This will be the last show on a Sunday night that you watch with the word off-season thrown into it.
Yeah.
So, off-season 2024 New York Jets, goodbye to you. We bid you a farewell. Shout out to Dan Philcox coming in saying, love you guys. Just wanted to tell you, go Jets. Thank you, Dan. Thank you for being a shiner. Thank you for being part of the channel, brother.
Awesome.
I love you, Dan.
Nice. Great points about the receiver. Like, that's the one, like Jake said, that's the one where there's the most attention. That's the one with you keeping the eye on. Where's the movement? Where's the, chemistry being built? And we know Aaron will get in front of a microphone and say 16 had a great day today. He needs some more reps. He'll say it. He'll say it for everybody to know. I like this guy. Give me more.
Is it impossible to see Garrett Wilson play a little slot this year too? Because you have those prototypical X receivers in Mike Williams and Lazard, you know what I mean? Like, they can streak down the field, depending on like what kind of like scheme they play. You throw Garrett Wilson in the slot, and then just like let him play over the middle, let him utilize his speed for yak yardage. I mean, sky's the limit, especially in the West Coast offense. If you utilize it right, that's something that you can move players around. Like, you always want to move your best player around the offense, and I think Garrett Wilson can be someone that can be moved around like a chess piece on the offensive side. So
that's foul. Number 2, Jake, I'll throw this to you. Answer the question. When will Reddick arrive? That's a big storyline, which we will hear about every day. Douglas and Robert Saleh will be asked every time they're in front of a mic, is there any news? Is there any news? Saleh will say, that's a Joe question. So, what's your thoughts, Jake?
Tuesday at 11:01 a.m. He'll be there.
Tuesday at 11:01.
All right.
That's when he's arriving.
All right. I got to follow it up with this.
Yes.
What's the circumstances? Current contract, rework deal, guaranteed money? Like, how do you see it playing out? What's your thoughts?
There's 2 scenarios I see. One, they rework his contract between now and Tuesday. Incentives. I don't think they're going to extend it, but incentives in it. Or he does a hold in. He's there, but he doesn't practice the first couple of days.
Okay. So you draw attention to yourself and put the pressure on the office saying, hey, I'm here. They're the one holding it up.
My back hurts, so I can't be out there right now. And then all of a sudden he magically gets incentives and he's practicing again.
Yeah, right.
Because he doesn't want to get fined. And the new CBA makes it hard to find. So if he really wants to stage a hold in, he could. It's going to be fascinating. Look, if he's not there, then okay, it becomes a bigger story, sure. But we got to remember, like, there's a lot of time still before the season, and I can't see this guy not being out there week 1 against the Niners on Monday night.
Hawk coming in, celebrating his 1 month as a Shiner, saying, Nick, this super chat is for Jake since I left him out of the last one. Make sure he gets the entire $0.00. Love you, Jakey Poo.
What's that, Hawk? I can't hear you, man. I'm just, I'm on the money phone right now with someone. What's that, Hawk? Huh? I don't want your blood money. I got all my real money right here.
I am about to hop on a train. What strip club are we going to?
Don't tell Hawk, but this is fake money. But I wish it was real.
Careful, dude. He will fly through the window at 200 miles an hour.
I get
Talons up.
When I get too many channel memberships, I just start throwing cash everywhere to fan myself off with the money.
Nice. I aspire to get there one day, sir. I aspire to get to that level. Oh, where are we? Let's hide that. But thank you, Hawk. Thank you for being a member of the channel. VR, give me your thoughts on Reddick and what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, based on the reports that I've seen out there in regards to Reddick, he had a camp and he was seen wearing Jets gear. So, number 1, that's a good sign, at least in my opinion, because, out of all of us here, I'm the fashionable one. But except Jake has this new store now, and the clothes on there is really top notch. So shout out, a little plug to Jake's merch store.
I can't wait for you to get your items, VR. You ordered a nice selection. I'm excited.
Yes, absolutely. I had to be one of the first ones to buy on there because I've been bugging Jake for the longest time. Like, when is your merch coming out?
You were one of the first people I thought of, but I was like, we're finally doing this. I'm like, yes.
Absolutely. So, he's wearing the gear. He's wearing the Jets gear, so that's a good sign. Diving in a little bit into his his agent and stuff like that. So his agent is Tori Dandy, who is the managing partner and co-head for for CAA. If you don't know who CAA is, think of Leon Rose for CAA. He was the head of CAA for a long time. His client list includes players like A.J. Brown, Chris Goodwin, Marshawn Lattimore, Denzel Ward, and Mike Williams. So that last one, you may know who that is, Mike Williams. Mike, he has a tendency to not hold players out or instruct them to hold out in his tenure as an agent. He's one of the best agents on the market right now. He's a good agent. Like, he's not, like Jerry Maguire, what was the antithesis person to Jerry Maguire in that story or whatever, is calling all his clients is like, you need to come with me and not with Jerry. He's not one of those guys. He's a good guy. He's a fair guy. He just wants to see his people get paid.
Bob Sugar. That was the guy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Jay Moore, who was called a dick.
Jay Moore. Yeah, absolutely. So he's not Jay Moore in that role or anything like that. He wants his players to get paid. He wants them. He usually likes to get contracts done quickly. And so I don't see this going as a holdout or even a hold in. I think that they're going to work something out fairly quickly. And he's probably going to instruct Reddick to go ahead and just do the training camp until it's done. If I would be surprised if we don't see something within a week's time get done and announced, and maybe even before they start. That's my opinion.
Okay. I know, Jake, I've called into your show one day and we discussed it. And I said, I don't have a panic button yet. Like the Carolina game, the day of your meetup. That's the day. If he's not there by that point, that's when I'm like, all right, it's time to start turning my concern up a little bit, right?
All right. Well, hold on. So what if he's not with the Jets in Carolina at the on August 17th, right? But what if he's at T Squared Social and he's with us? How would that impact your concern level?
You're going to see a side of me that you probably wouldn't like. You'd be like, holy shit, this guy's a lunatic. Like,
so he's not with the Jets, but he's hanging out with us, but Jet fans. So
I'll shake his hand and then I'll give him a little ribbing. I'm going to probably raise my voice.
Dude, shouldn't you be at camp right now, or should you be in Carolina?
Yeah. Can you afford to cover the tab for my French fries? Yeah. No, you're only making $14 million and you're upset about it.
He says, I'm an Asmaniac. I love Jake Asman. I love the show. I wanted to come and support.
If he says that, he's good in my book. I'm going to say, give him a blank check, Joe Douglas.
Yeah. Or we pull a Dexter and we drop him, put him in the car, and we drive him out to Florham Park and just like duct tape him to the goalpost. Little hazing that they used to do back in the day.
Some of you
young kids might not know about rookie hazing and then duct taping rookies to the goalpost.
What if he asked for Bobby Midnight specifically at the meetup? He's like, I wanted to sit in the orange chair.
Wow. I think you got to talk to his agent and have that in the deal.
How about a Bobby Midnight Hassan Reddick presidential ticket?
Oh my God. Midnight Reddick 2024.
So yeah, I mean, we're gonna hear about it every day. Samini's going to have his "Remember when Darrelle Revis didn't show up" articles once a week on his Sunday morning articles, telling you what it was like that year when one of the high-valued members of the defense wasn't there. So it's just something we're going to have to deal with, and something I fully believe settles pretty quickly. I've said before, I do not think there's any way this organization goes into an all-in win-now season and has one of the most important parts of it not there. I think there's gonna be a lot of movement and a lot of conversations happening and the due diligence and part of the process that Joe says. But I think Woody gets impatient. Woody doesn't want any negative attention around this team this year and just says to Joe, get it done. I don't care what it takes. So that's something that might happen behind the scenes. That's the way I see it.
Yeah, I even saw an article today.
He's not missing a game. Let me be perfect. He's not missing a game.
No. And I saw an article just recently on Bleacher Report that said that, what if the Jets turn around and trade him to the Lions? Like, this is where we're going with this. And this wishful thinking reporting kind of, coming out here because we haven't signed him yet. It's getting ridiculous. I think we sign him fairly quickly.
100%. And I just got transactions. Okay, got it.
You have money to pay Reddick?
Yeah.
Maybe we should start a Venmo for that.
We might. You guys are awesome. Clancy may make more than Reddick this year. Clancy, we're very, very happy that we could do this for you, man. Your heart's going to be very warm. Number one storyline for training camp, and it's obvious, right? Aaron Rodgers' mobility, ability. How does he move in the pocket? How's his footwork? How's he getting out on the run? We know what his arm can do, but if your legs aren't right, your arm's not going to be right. So how's he throwing? How's he moving? We know the leadership. We know the knowledge of the system. We know what he brings to the meeting rooms. That's something that Zach Wilson missed out on. He missed on being there week after week after week with Rodgers, learning how to dissect the defense, learning how to attack, learning how to read it. That got taken away 4 plays in as well. So Rodgers being there and Rodgers' return to football is going to be the top storyline of every single day, unless something out of the norm happens, right? Jake, go ahead.
Look, him being there, huge, right? And I've always said this. His arm still works. It's his non-plant leg. He was not a guy that was running around to be successful anyway. He still can move and make plays. Like the people that were at OTA saying, yeah, when he did get flushed out of the pocket a couple of times, he still looked like Aaron Rodgers. But here's the thing. This team has had such terrible quarterback play. Okay, so he's not the MVP of the league this year. If he's above average with this roster, we'll see in the playoffs and maybe be AFC's champions. Like, that's the talent level of this team. And if he's even better than that, we're competing with anyone for the 1 seed. So that's how I look at it, man. I just think the key is keeping him healthy, but I have zero concerns about, like, the injury zapping him of him being able to play at a high level. To me, the arm works, the brain works. And if you caught my interview earlier this week with Joe Tippmann, just him explaining everything Rodgers does, it's, like, fascinating to see how much control Aaron has of everything that goes on. So thank God he's back.
Yeah, absolutely. VR?
I mean, I have to piggyback on what Jake is saying. He's a tactician, and I mean, I will take Aaron Rodgers with Nick's 9.5 toes. You know what I mean? Out there, every show. I have to say it at least one time every show. Okay, it wouldn't be Shenanigans without it. But OTAs. Caroline Hendershot said, he looks like the old Aaron Rodgers. He did a couple of sprint plays and a 12-yard sprint play. He looks like the old Aaron Rodgers. He looks 100%. I'm gonna go with her eyes. I'm gonna go with as the beat reporter there to that's watching and with the day-to-day that was going on in OTAs and seeing him on that. Now, in that same report, it was mentioned that, OTAs is a little different than, now coming into training camp and seeing training camp, because obviously the quarterbacks, they wear the red shirt. They're not going to be hit. The design plays, they stop the play right in the middle if there's going to be a sack or something like that or whatever. So he'll have the opportunity to kind of like move around, but it's not going to be like game speed or anything like that. If they decide to put Aaron Rodgers in the off season, that is, I think is going to be the true test of how that Achilles is going to hold up, and we'll see that. But even if he was out there in a wheelchair, man, he's still probably better than 2/3 of the quarterbacks in this league. I don't care what lists they put him on and say that he's 8th in the all the quarterbacks. Is just the guy's a tactician. You know what I mean? He's a coach on the field. He still has arm strength. He probably has the strongest arm in the league, even right now, maybe behind Josh Allen.
Yeah.
And Mahomes.
Agreed. Great points by both of you guys. So that's this week's list. We recapped a preview of what to look forward to and what the main storylines will be during training camp. Hope you guys enjoyed that. VR, diabetic bladder. I am not Bobby. I will not be gone for 7 minutes to pee. But go ahead. Take the reins here, brother.
All right. Let's go.
We're here.
Yes. Well, first I have to ask, how was the dinner?
Oh, if only Gary was here earlier. Gary, I just devoured an entire chicken parm with spicy rigatoni platter from Parm. I mean, it's as good as it gets.
And what I will say is, Gary, if you just rewind like maybe about half an hour of the show, you will see the beautifulness that was the chicken parm on top of that pasta before he ate it. And it may change your mind. You know what I mean? It may change some minds in the in the eyes of your thoughts about chicken on pasta. So, just going back to some of the points that that we brought up today. The the undrafted targets, I had wanted to talk a little bit about like some of the UDFAs. Is there any of the UDFAs that we picked up this year that you think have a shot to, make the team on offense or defense?
It's a good question. I think if you're gonna pick any like area where maybe you could have a guy or two truly compete for a spot, don't you have to look at some of the defensive line free agents they brought in after the draft? Some of the UDFAs there.
Yeah.
Like, could we maybe see Brady McGregor challenge for a spot on this team? Eric Watts, another name. Like, those are probably the only two. That was fast, Nick. Nice job. I don't see a ton of UDFA, opportunities. I mean, last year you had Brownlee and Gibson both make it.
Right.
I don't really see the path for any of the receivers this year they bring in. I mean, the running back room is kind of set up the way it is. I'm kind of looking here at the bottom of the roster. There's really not a whole lot of opportunities for people. I mean, Jalen Key, I don't think is a guarantee to make the team as Mr. Irrelevant. So I don't know, maybe that counts. But yeah, I mean, it kind of just speaks volumes on how talented the team is,
Yeah, I mean, like in the early part of it, because I'm a University of Miami fan, Leonard Taylor III, came out with some good, good film, and kind of green, just coming into the league, he has a lot to learn. I don't know if he makes the team. I think he's someone that is a good chance for the practice squad, and then maybe elevating at some point in the season, but the defensive tackle position, we have so many people on the defensive tackle side rotating that I just don't think he takes any one of those people's spots, especially when we have Tanzel Smart still in the mix for that as well. But there's one person that I would like to highlight on the offensive side, and that is Brady Latham, the offensive guard, UDFA. And many a time in your chat, Jake, I would bang the table for JC Latham, who was a tackle for the Jets to draft, or that he was high on my list in terms of offensive tackles. But this guy, Brady Latham, he's from Arkansas, so he played in the SEC. He has some really, really good film, and if any of the offensive line, you look at the offensive line, the lower tiers after all the starters and stuff like that might be vulnerable for a spot, that is a good picking area for somebody to actually make the team from a UDFA position. So that would be my choice. What about you, Nick?
Just because we haven't heard from him for so long in the chat, let's get a take from our correspondent on the road right now.
Is that a Gator vehicle?
Yeah.
I just love that he's going like this.
I got a couple from Gator. Gator dropped a couple to me last week, I think, in email. It was great. Here's one with me and Bobby singing together.
Now I'm dancing to that one. That was catchy.
Hey man, it's a great song. I love SpongeBob's entrance song. And
you guys sound great together, man. I'd buy an album.
And of course, he had to throw one of these together. The America's Next first couple.
Give him some of that loving, baby.
I can't wait to tell him that we rearranged it, and that we have Sarah being the first lady. And now, okay, now I'll run. Now I'll do it. So awesome. Awesome. You have more time to hang out?
Sure, why not?
All right. All right.
How late do you guys go? Is it like a Bobby show? Like, as soon as I get done with you guys, it's Game of Thrones time, baby. No spoilers in the chat.
You and me both, but
No.
Game of Thrones, absolutely.
Let's go.
Anyone who gives a spoiler to knowing that the way the world is and that people can stream and have access to the show basically whenever they want, those are the worst people in the world. If you give a spoiler, you go on social media and be like, I can't believe XYZ just happened. Like, what is wrong with you?
I'll never forgive LaShawn McCoy for spoiling Avengers Endgame.
Oh, really? I don't remember that. Did he do that?
Can I share what he said as enough time passed by? The movie came out like 6 years ago.
Yeah, spoiler if you haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, here we go. If you haven't seen it yet, cover your ears.
All right, we gave everyone ample time. If you haven't seen Avengers Endgame, you're shit out of luck now. He tweeted, "Man, rest in peace, Iron Man." I'm like, bro.
Oh yeah, I remember hearing about that. That's rough.
Ruined the movie. Terrible.
That's rough. All right, so one of the other things that we do here on this channel, aside from the list, we do a little word association.
Oh.
And this was unplanned. I'm gonna throw some at both of you guys. All right. We're gonna make this, since the chat did so phenomenal tonight with their donations. We're gonna throw out some chat names, some chat members, and first word that comes to mind about them, and then defend them.
Can you start off with LaShawn McCoy?
If LaShawn McCoy is in the chat here, then yeah, we'll talk about LaShawn McCoy. VR, I'm going to throw this one at you.
All right.
Johnny.
Wonderful.
Defend that.
He's a wonderful guy. I mean, he's a father of 3. He's a father of 33. I mean, you know, he's responsible. He cares for all of his kids. You know, he's up there with Antonio Cromartie with the family and stuff like that. He's a wonderful co-host. He's just a wonderful guy. He's always smiling. He's always positive. Always joking around. He's one of the family members of our family that is full of love. And when we talk about love in this family, he's right up there at the top of the list. So I'm going to say wonderful.
All right.
He's just a great guy.
All right. Now, just a quick follow-up question before I kick it over to Jake. Rank him along with your other co-hosts. Where would you rank him for the shows that you do where you have a co-host throughout the week between Sunday night and Friday night? Would he rank first or second?
Disclaimer, I am going to plead the fifth.
I tried the great divide, Jake. I tried the great divide.
That was well done.
We would have breaking news. If he would have said he's number one, Jake, I would have booted him, and you would have been now the new Sunday co-host with me, buddy. All right. Jake, you ready?
Let's go.
Word that comes to mind, and then defend it.
Okay.
Bobby Midnight.
I want to pick a good word here. First word that comes to mind. Spectacular.
All right. Defend it. Explain.
If you know Bobby Midnight, you just know that everything he brings to the table is spectacular.
Very good.
I would have said presidential. I would have said
golden opportunity missed.
Midnight 2024, baby.
There you go. There you go.
J Quest coming in with Cranky. Clancy,
you better watch it, buddy. He'll kick you off the island.
Bobby Midnight 2024. When the merch store opens at 12 a.m. tomorrow, Monday night into Tuesday morning, it's because of this guy, Bobby Midnight.
There. What an awesome picture. This is going to be an awesome shirt.
World class. Awesome. Hope Bobby's watching. Hope he's back so he can see the love that he's getting. Oh, Matt's coming in with sloppy. Oh, jeez.
Oh, no. Somebody's getting kicked off the Bobby Island for that one.
Any Bobby Midnight underwear coming out with his face on the backside? That would be a crap of crap with Bobby saying crap of crap on the back of underwear, Jake. Hot color.
Man, the Bobby Midnight line in the merch store is going to be. I mean, there's so many great ideas. No, it's never
gold. That is absolute gold right there. I mean, like you gotta get it before someone else does.
You know what? I just saw Aurora's comment. I should have used this word. This was better. Electric. That should have been the word I used. Great job, Aurora.
Oh wow, boogie oogie oogie.
Very nice.
It's electric.
Well done, Aurora.
Oogie oogie oogie. Do the dance.
How about a refrigerator magnet or bumper stickers that look presidential that say Bobby, Sarah, 2024?
Oh my God! Yeah, I mean, we know Sarah.
Hey, I'm going to make you $1 million just on Bobby. All right,
dude. Honestly, Bobby Midnight merch might sell better than anything I have for my own merch in the store.
It needs its own aisle. It's like, you know what? It's exactly what it's going to be. Remember when the Nike brand, it was so popular that the Jordan brand launched underneath that umbrella? That's Bobby's going to have his own store like Jordan. Bobby is the Jordan of Jets merchandise.
I like it. That's just really true.
Yeah, you're going to need to pull up to his door in like limousines and stuff like that with guys with briefcases coming to his door. Like they did Jordan. You saw the Jordan story or whatever. They all came from Oregon and came up and pulled up to his mom's house.
Make America freaky again.
Yes.
Tom Ace in the comments. Well done, Tom.
Tom Ace is always good for those one-liners.
Awesome.
Well, wait a second. Do you have the turn yo freaky down drop handy? Aurora says I would buy the underwear. Dead serious. Oh yeah, Aurora. Let's go.
I don't have that. I'm sorry.
I mean, low key, I'd buy that. I'd buy that underwear. If you have boxer briefs, I'd buy it.
Do I need to make Bobby Midnight thongs?
Would everything fit on a thong though?
Probably not. Bobby will say he's too fat. We'll make what do they call that? Grandma panties? What's like the term for them?
Granny panties?
Granny panties. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Now you know Jake's young. Jake hasn't even been with a lady with granny panties yet. Now you know you're young, bud.
You're old.
What do they call that stuff for the women that you two hang out with?
Nobody wears that anymore.
You're a goddamn ageist, Jake. You're an ageist.
Sue me. I like young women.
Oh, that's awesome.
What do they call that?
What do they call it? Normal
what do you
underwear?
Call that?
Oh, that's good stuff. All right, let's get over to VR. Let's go with Knobcraft.
Chef extraordinaire. Sorry, that's 2 words, but if I didn't say chef before extraordinaire, then I'd have to explain myself. Do I have to explain myself?
I mean, I think that says it all.
I would say some other things too, but this is a PG show, right?
Oh, baby.
I think the things you aren't saying are all a given to anyone that knows, and I think that's fair. All right, Jake, you ready?
Let's go.
Let's turn the tides here a little bit. Alan.
Ooh. Sinister.
Nice. Well done.
He's a snake.
Well done.
He's a villain.
He is. I would go with like calculated. I think it's a very calculated thing that he does with like the angles that he takes.
Diabolical. He's a great troll. Most of the time, he plays it very well.
Yes,
he does.
And people love him. And people love him for it. People love him for it. But most hate him for it.
Did I miss something in the chat? Leanie low-key admitting she goes commando still.
You got to pull up her comment.
I'm looking. How far back?
Oh, I see it. 10:33 p.m.
All right. And now I'm 60 and I don't wear granny panties, at least not yet. Kudos to you. Definite applause to Cried for that.
I think we're supposed to. I think that's a good thing, right?
She's not saying she doesn't wear panties. She's just saying she doesn't wear the granny panties.
Panties. Yeah.
That's fantastic. Good for you. And good for your husband.
I mean, Queen Leanie does not look like a granny anyway. So, I mean, come on, you know?
Now I know why this show is called Sunday Night Shenanigans.
Yeah. Hey, man, we did an hour and we did more than an hour and a half of Jet content. After the hour and a half, man, it's time to upset Lowski. The freaky gets turned up.
No, you've done more Jet stuff than I've done, man. Like usually I do about 20 minutes and then the bleep hits the fan lately. So this is pretty good.
Well, you also do multiple shows a day. So if you compress it into 3 shows in a week, we probably talk the same amount of Jet during the week, but you spread it out more now, right? But you'll turn your jetty up in the next couple of days, right?
I'm so excited to turn my jetty up on Tuesday. I can't wait.
Nice. We need that mic drop. You need that when people call in with Jet Stick. Now turn your jetty up.
Jetty up. Yes, there you go.
We got to get Lowski to just yell that one day. All right. VR. Charles Gorman.
Chicken soup. Charles is such a great guy, man. His show. When you go into his show, you don't know what to expect, and then you sit there and you're mesmerized by the material and how much he knows about like multiple subjects, movies, comics, cartoons. I mean, Jet stuff. I mean, he's really on point with his Jet stuff as well, So he's very surprising. Shout out to him and Aurora today. They did an awesome collab show today. So got to give it up for them as well. But yeah, chicken soup. I mean, sorry, Charles. I know you don't want to be known for that. Probably should have said Superman or something like that because we've had our Superman conversations and Dragon Ball Z conversations. But chicken soup, my man.
Jay Quester comment is unbelievable.
I'm gonna get there in a minute. I'm on another screen right now. Give me a second.
I just saw it.
Bobby's gonna get 2 months just because we can't fit him on 1 month.
You want my fat ass on your calendar?
Dude, can you imagine how the New York City firefighters do a calendar? If we did a calendar of people sending you pictures like me outside with like the garden hose over my shoulder, like in Bobby underwear.
Oh my God. Honestly, we can have so many different versions of this calendar. We can have the Bobby Midnight calendar. We can have the 4% female demographic calendar. It's endless.
It's fantastic.
Gary asks, is Jake doing a 4% calendar?
It's in the works, I guess. I mean, Leanie sounds like she's ready for it.
She's ready. The queen.
I'm going to check my demo, see if we have increased the female demographic. Probably not, I'd imagine, with some of the nonsense that's gone on with not much Jet news. But let's see if we finally have reached over 4% female.
Hawk says I'm.
Oh, you were just under, or were you locked in? I think I'm at 2.7. So I haven't checked it since like Aurora, Leanie, Kim, Sarah have joined. So I'm very curious to see what I'm at.
It's been pretty much 4% for years already. Let's see. Honestly, in the last 28 days, it's actually been under 4%. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Sarah hasn't been on enough calling from Australia.
Let's see.
Or maybe here you go. This is how you compliment the female viewers. The female viewers that you have and who call in and contribute in the chat are so awesome as females. They're bringing more men. Their milkshakes bring in all the boys to the yard.
Boys to the yard. There you go.
So their exposure is bringing in more male demographic. That's and the guys that you have, and the guys are scaring the females away. So the ones that are there are locked in. There you go.
I saw in the chat Clancy put Bikini Leanie. That's a cool name.
Honestly, I just looked. Last 90 days, we're closer to 3% now than 4% female demographic. If we go back over the last year, we're back to, if I can round up to my 4%. But I don't know, man. We got to bring in the female demographic once the season unofficially kicks off Tuesday.
Yeah, I say the football season starts, we'll bring that number back up. Pretty sure.
I hope so. I'll just have Alan dress up as a woman again.
Oh, my internet acting up.
That's too funny.
I was a little disturbed that he had the wig on hand.
He says he will call in with that on after every win. We made a deal.
My internet.
We hear you, Nick. I don't know if you hear us.
Yeah. We hear you.
Okay, yeah, all the pages refreshed. I don't know what happened. I'm good.
You're just delayed.
Okay.
You sound good now.
Yeah, it's like a half-second delay.
Okay.
It's like the Ricky NY delay, but not as drastic.
Yeah.
Ricky, if you're in the chat, salute. Salute your internet.
So Alan actually made a promise on this channel too, unsolicited. For your channel, he said 13 wins, he'd donate 100 memberships, right? He came on this channel and said 12 wins, he'll donate 50. So, but I told him, I don't want all the 50 at once. That's not torturous enough. I want you to give one on a Sunday. I want to keep a running track until you have 1 month to pay it off, but it is not one click and you are done.
I love that.
I'm going to bring in someone who had a great show today. I'm going to bring in Aurora. Welcome. Congrats on your show today.
Thank you.
Congrats. Yes.
You survived.
I did survive. I couldn't get more out of him though. I wish I got more with the chicken soup recipe, Trying to pick at him a little bit, trying to get
Bobby's
more
mad at me.
comment what the degrees is, what other ingredients, do you marinate the chicken, what seasonings you use. I was trying to get the specifics, but I couldn't. He's just
Let's be real. Charles just knows how to use the spoon with it. That's it. He's not in the kitchen. What's the ingredients? I just use a spoon.
Yeah, he's just like my mom makes it. My mom.
Yeah. And you know what? That's the sign of a smart man. When a woman is in the kitchen and she's prepping for you and prepping for dinner, the best thing to do in my experience is get the F out, stay out of their way. You only go in there if you're called upon. That's my experience through marriage, dating, mom, is you just steer clear and speak when spoken to.
Sometimes you just don't want to know how the sausage is made.
Yeah, my boyfriend was trying to cook earlier today, and I had to kind of throw him out of the kitchen. I was just
threw him out?
Yeah.
Get out.
He was like, how do you cook? We were making country fried steak. And it was just heated it up and everything. He's like, how do I heat this up? And I was like, just go. Let me make the lunch. Let me make this. Let me make the corn. Let me do all this. I had to throw him out of the kitchen. He's like, I don't know how to make this. I'm like, just. He didn't even know how to make eggs the other week ago. It was kind of hilarious.
Oh no!
Like scrambled eggs or hard boiled?
Like scrambled eggs, really simple scrambled eggs.
Hey, sometimes it could be challenging.
Hey, don't defend him.
Are you?
I'm defending my species.
Cooking question for you, Aurora. Any plans on making chicken noodle soup for your boyfriend?
Ooh.
Oh.
Good
Maybe.
question.
I mean, these next.
Texas heat right now, it's a little too hot to make a soup. But if it ever gets below 110, are there plans?
We're kind of unseasonably cooler right now. Like it's been lately, like in like the 90s, which usually this time of year you're hitting the hundreds.
Think about what you just said. I get what you're saying, but they're like 90s. Like that's really
I know.
hot. It's like 105 every day normally this time of year.
In Texas and Florida, that is like really cool.
Yeah.
I had beads of sweat form on my back just from the thought of 90 degrees.
But
Horrible.
right now, these next few weeks are kind of crazy because we're going to Florida in 2 weeks. For my birthday.
Whereabouts? Whereabouts, if you don't mind me asking? In Florida?
We'll be in Fort Myers visiting my parents.
Hey.
Oh, okay, not far. Yeah. I'm in Daytona Beach, so.
Okay, nice. Yeah, I'll be in Florida it'll be a long weekend. We leave on Friday and we get back Monday. With that, and then afterwards, then we go to New York in September, so it's kind of prepping for that. So
are you going to be at the home opener for that game? Awesome.
Yep.
I'll see you and meet
She's
you
with
there.
us. Yes, she's in for the tailgate. She's going to come by.
Yes,
Nice.
I will be by there probably between 4 and 6, and then I am going to be going on the field before the game. So
Yeah.
Nice. That's
Nice.
awesome.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yes, I'm excited.
Weird follow-up, nothing to do, but if this boyfriend thing doesn't work out, let me know, and then I'll join you on the field. You can't make it, travel, whatever. Just I'll fill in for the day if need be. Don't worry.
I'll keep that
I'm there to
noted.
support you, my friend.
Yeah. No, he's excited to go on the field. He's like, are we gonna? He actually thought we were actually gonna be on the field for the actual game, and I had to tell him honestly. I'm like, no, we're just getting on the pregame. We're only gonna see the players before. He's like, I thought I was gonna be able to high five Aaron Rodgers. I'm like, I'm sorry to burst.
Nobody better touch Aaron Rodgers before a game. Nobody. He better just stand there like Bobby and wave at everybody. No
Hi,
shit.
Mr. Rodgers. Hi, Aaron. It's me, Bobby Midnight.
I see any fans touching Aaron Rodgers, I'm hopping the wall.
Yeah. Well, we are building the wall. Remember, we're doing it the correct way. We're building the wall.
Amen.
And Woody Johnson's paying for it, baby. Yeah.
Amen.
Absolutely.
Amen. So awesome, Aurora. Thank you so much for calling in. Great work. I'm unaware if it's going to be a regular thing. Are you and Charles a regular show? Is this a one-time thing?
I don't know
Are there
if it
talks?
will be a regular show, but I'm actually going to be messaging Jake privately since I have something else up my sleeve. So I might need some insight from him on how to get something started.
Any truth to the rumor that if you do one day get married to your current boyfriend, Charles Gorman will be the wedding officiator? What's it called? Officiate? Officiate the wedding? Yeah.
No. Wait. Better.
Honestly, who I think will be
Wait,
the
Aurora,
wedding-
hold on 1 second. Charles and Bobby as the flower boys doing an in sync, coordinated thing down the aisle, throwing the flowers down.
I was gonna say Bobby because Wesley loves Bobby. Absolutely, is a huge fan of Bobby.
Everybody loves Bobby.
Who is it? He's running for office.
So I will say that I think Bobby would officiate our wedding.
Well, Charles could be the caterer and offer the chicken soup to afterwards or whatever for the reception.
Charge of food services for the presidency. Why can't?
Yeah,
it is kind of funny.
That spread would be amazing. That spread would be better than a Trump spread when a team wins the title. How there's McDonald's and other foods there, and people were making fun. That's what the wedding spread would be: Burger King, Jersey Mike's. It would be just a whole big spread from Charles.
Yeah.
Chicken soup.
No, but there'll be some incorporation into the Jets with my future wedding, and it was kind of funny because we were tossing around some thoughts this weekend with some stuff. So
already, wow, this is getting serious.
How long you guys been together?
A little over 6 months.
Wow.
You're in Texas. You're literally lassoing him in quick.
We were just talking around possibilities of some things.
Are you getting married at MetLife?
Here's the thing. My dream, in all honesty, where I would get proposed to is on MetLife Field. is on is on the
Wow,
field.
you are putting pressure on him for the opener.
Yeah, what if he
I
like
hope
ruptures his
he's watching.
Achilles?
No, I don't
I
think it
hope
will
he's watching
happen
it.
then. But
Yeah.
that's like one of
VR,
my.
watch. When I meet him in the parking lot, I am giving him a federal FBI pat down to see if he's got a ring on his person. I'll know before Aurora knows.
Oh, we definitely doing the big brother. We definitely doing the big brother thing and putting him to the side and being like, if you hurt her, we will kill you. If you do
Seriously, my
anything to
father
her,
is going to be there, so everyone needs to like watch out with that because like.
Oh, you don't worry about him like bending on like getting down on one knee and like he ruptures his Achilles on the turf.
Yeah.
I
That
do
turf
worry
is known to
about
take
that.
people out.
yeah.
Yeah.
I do worry about that, but that's actually like one of my dream things of thinking about. But
Your
I mean, we were
boyfriend
just
rupturing
tossing
his
around
Achilles?
ideas this weekend.
And then it just turns in like the Chappelle Show. Gotcha, bitch.
I like this guy. If he proposes at MetLife, I mean, honestly, you guys got to call into the show the second it happens.
Oh yeah.
Seriously, it would be the after. It would be after the game though. It would be the after show.
I'll be on the post game. You'll be the first caller.
Post game. Like hopefully the Jets win and Aurora wins. There you go.
There you go.
Sign me up.
That's what I'm talking about.
You got to have him. Oh, you can't know, right? Damn, I was going to say. Next time you do a call and he's there, I'm going to have him reach out to me. Have him reach out to me. I got the wheels are going up here. I'm the idea guy.
Nick, I will see if he can add you on Discord because he's on Discord.
All right, get him a member of the channel. He's a member of the channel.
Awesome.
He's in. Shout out to Jay Quest. Aaron Rodgers is going to spit on Bobby just like Roger McDowell did to Kramer in Seinfeld. Great show tonight. Thank you, Jay Quest. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for your support. So Aurora, earlier on, you mentioned earlier in our conversation, you mentioned that you would want somebody to officiate the wedding. Who was that?
Bobby. Hands down, Bobby.
Yeah,
Bobby!
Nick should be part of the wedding too. Nick should wear his pink ballerina suit and be the flower girl going down the aisle. I heard that comment.
I didn't say flower girl.
Yeah,
I didn't say flower girl.
You're gonna be the flower girl.
No, the weddings nowadays have the guys doing it, like the ushers do it.
No, flower boy. You're gonna wear your pink tutu. Well, this case 4-4, and go down the aisle with your pink flower.
4-4. I like that.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you, Bob. Do you know what I think about your cake?
I saw that when I came back. Yeah, that.
You know what I love about you?
I'm going to make that fun at you all the time, too.
Bob, I don't know if you're aware of this, but I pass gas all the time when I'm on your show. I don't know if you hear it, but I'll let you hear it. I have no shame in my gas game.
I'm going to
your gas game.
Embarrass you, okay? I got plenty of stuff to embarrass you. Okay? Just sit back
why
and
the
wait.
threats? I thought we're friends. Why the threats?
No, I saw all the bull crap you put on before.
I just showed the stuff that Gator sent. You've seen it. You've been on air when I've shared it.
I like it. I wasn't here for it. Aurora, I would love to do that for you guys.
Thank you, Bobby. Yeah, we were like joking around this past weekend about ideas of like weddings because some of the people that we know are getting married, and we were like, oh, like what if we did this? What if we did that? And we were just tossing around ideas. But I think, like I said, Wesley's a big fan of yours, Bobby. He can't wait to meet you.
I like him too. Love him.
So
you love him. You haven't even met him.
Yes, I did in the car.
You sat in the car with him?
No, we were in the car together talking to him today. Yes.
Oh, speaking of cars, Jake, you got to hear this idea. Bobby's offering to pick up BMAC and drive BMAC and his brother, Bobby and his brother and BMAC coming down for the opener.
He knows that already. He was on the show today.
Well, pipe down. He doesn't know my idea. You got to pause and let other people talk sometime, good sir. Jake, we go 50-50 on this project, okay? And we get Bobby's car wired up with cameras like they do on like road rules and trips like that. And we just have the content of the entire road trip.
I'm in.
Yeah, done, right? Done. Easy.
Done. I mean, that would be incredible. It'd be what the people demand. A car ride of Bobby and B-Mac.
The conversation, the fear in B-Max and Mike's face as Bobby's weaving in and out of traffic, barely seeing over the steering wheel.
Are you a good driver, Bobby? How often do you drive?
I drive all the time.
Oh, if he would have said like Rain Man, I'm an excellent driver.
You know. See, now you just went too far.
Excellent driver.
Too far.
Bobby, will you get your license to like officiate the wedding in Texas? Like, would you come all the way up to Texas?
I haven't done that yet. No.
You can get certified online. You could do a class online to get certified to officiate a wedding.
Yeah,
like
I know.
Universal Church.
I saw that on TV.
Say that again, Bob.
Nothing.
That would be nice, though, if Aurora gets married and asked you to officiate it.
Yeah, I said I would.
That's awesome. I'm just saying, that's very sweet of her.
Thank you, Aurora. And I tell you, Nick could be the flower girl with his 4-4 on.
I would love to be the flower girl, to be a part of Aurora's special day. And if she ever asked me to take any role, I would take it. I would embrace it. And let's be honest, I would fucking slay.
Yeah.
There's no doubt in my mind. I would rock the shit out of being a flower girl, Bob.
And
that was the role that I was asked to take.
Absolutely.
I can sing at your wedding, too, if you want.
Oh.
Yeah, I was just going to mention that, Bobby. I was like, you should sing at my wedding.
What's your favorite song?
Yeah.
What's your favorite guy's song?
Ooh, I'm going to have to ask him. He kind of switches genres. He likes Blink-182, though.
Oh, give us all the small things, Bobby.
Yeah, all
That's what she said.
Small things.
Oh, you're hilarious. Get out of there. I don't want to be. Take me off.
That's also what she said. Thank you, Sanjay. Sanjay sent a donation for Clancy. Let me see if I missed anyone else here. But thank you, Sanjay. Very kind of you.
Hey, Nick, you just gained a big subscriber, and in 5 minutes,
I just saw that too.
Oh, did you? Okay.
You want to announce it? I don't want to cross the line and be inappropriate.
I'll wait. We got some minutes here. Don't worry.
You want to announce it, or you want me to?
Are you ending the show, or is the show continuing?
I mean, I'm hanging out. I'm good.
Ladies and gentlemen, my director of merch show operations, Carly, has just subscribed to Nick Shine's program here.
Woohoo!
Welcome, Carly. Welcome, Carly.
But she wrote,
Nick
I can't
is gonna
comment for
grow
5
the
minutes.
4%ers here.
Yeah, you're gonna.
You gotta wait 5 minutes.
Bobby brings the ladies. Aurora wants to call in. Now we got another female adding to the chat.
Sarah calls in.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Chicks dig midnight. Bobby, midnight. Man. Bobby, did you hear my idea for the merch store? In honor of you, I'm opening it up at midnight tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't like the crap that you put in there.
Well, we didn't put it in yet, and we're just gonna open it up at midnight.
No, I don't like the stuff that you brought up.
Bobby Midnight.
Oh, president stuff.
I would back you for president.
Bobby, honestly, you would be a great president.
I hate politics. So.
Okay.
No,
I would trust you with the nuclear football, Bobby.
No.
Listen, Bob, the current president doesn't do anything with politics.
Well, I think you should be president. You got a big mouth than I do, so you should be president.
Accepted. I'll do anything my country asks me. Just like Aurora's wedding, I will do anything that my country asks of me.
Good. Be the president. You got a bigger mouth than I do, so I hate politics. So.
But you are the person, and your show personifies uniting people. We're all about bringing people together, and that's what our country needs right now.
Midnight 2024.
But I'm not.
Jake, are you gonna do like the presidential song, like the da da da?
Maybe I'll play that every time Bobby calls in. Da 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 da
da. Or we just play that version of all of us stammering over. Bobby, now this is very important, okay? Earlier, I suggested that if you ever to become president, which in the time of need, I'm upset that you're turning the job down. But if you were to take that office, earlier I had Sarah in charge of foreign relations. Would you take the job if Sarah would become the first lady? And then now you would follow up former President Trump with having an international female come in and be the first lady of America? Was that something that
No,
would
I hate politics, so that's my answer.
Right.
No.
I thought marrying Sarah might have been the catch, guys.
Well,
I was wrong.
Sorry, no politics here, buddy boy.
All right.
Hey,
All
Bobby,
right.
repeat after me. Ask not how freaky you are. Ask how freaky you can get.
You just said it. That's fine.
That's what JFK said.
Bobby, can you read that text?
No.
No.
JFK, Joe freaking cool.
Also, the hospital that I was at that Bobby called me at. Thank you again for calling. That was a big sweetheart thing to do, man. I do love you for that. I appreciate
Nobody
how
else
much you
called
care
you,
about me.
did they?
Nobody else called me. I mean, not at the hospital, like on my phone, but I think that your heart is unmatched. I know I bust balls a lot on here, but I'm going to tell everybody right now that, Bobby, I love you. I love your friendship. I love how much you care about me. And it really, really warmed my heart.
Yeah,
that
if you love me,
met
you would take those ugly pictures of me down with the farting. That's one. Take those down. You love me so much. If you
I'm
keep
telling
it up,
you how much I love you, and you cut
I
me off.
don't.
That's not
I know.
friendship.
I don't want those pictures up of me. Okay.
Wait, what about the one of you singing with Sarah? That wasn't bad. That was fun.
No, that was good, but the one with the farting with the arms, stink.
Play the Sarah one again. That wasn't the one.
The mouse
wasn't the one.
That's pissing me off right now.
All right, I'm sorry.
Tell him to take it down. Tell Gator to take it down.
Take it down. Take it down to Freaky Town, baby.
Yeah. That's pretty good. I like that one, but
Carly coming in with her.
Gotta admit, that was pretty good.
Carly, thank you for joining the show. Jake, any truth to the rumor that you were the one that took that picture of Carly in her profile photo?
I can either confirm or deny that.
Okay.
he did.
Right.
He did.
What do you mean? How do you know I did? I don't know. I don't even know
you did.
I don't even know when that picture was taken.
Okay. Play the other one. Me and you singing. Bob's. I like that one too.
There's been a lot of you out there asking about who he be. Well, he's about to let you know.
Bad.
Okay.
Wrong one.
Wrong one.
Wrong one.
Brewery Lane.
I need that song when I go down to Florida. That just gets me in the Florida vibes.
Isn't
Right?
that a
That's
good song? That's an awesome song.
And I'll make the joke before anyone else does. It makes you want to put your toes in the sand, all 10 of them, right? Like, God damn, Aurora, calm down. You need to laugh that hard. All the jokes I make, and that's the
He's
one that
not
makes your
that
belly laugh.
funny, Aurora. He's not that funny, so I don't know why you laugh so
I
hard.
think everyone's funny on here, Bobby.
Nick ain't that funny, I tell you that much. Nope, he's never.
Nick, I have an idea for your show, by the way.
What is it? Let people on who like me only? Okay, I'm on board. Go ahead, Rika.
No, you should do a moment every week of like who the Jets' shining star is, and go like the shining star moment, and be like your like some sort of like advertisement on there.
You're a shining star.
Star.
Girl, who you are.
Star.
He's a
Come on, Bob.
shining
We're all singing together, Bob. You in?
Come on, Bobby.
You're a shining star. No matter who you are. Come on, Bobby, sing.
I sing enough.
Pete, you should do that. Like to highlight a Jets player every week, even if they lose, like how they like really performed and they're star. So
I like that idea.
you should do that.
I like it. I like it. Done. Consider it done. This week's shining star is Bobby for calling me in the hospital. That can't be matched. That love of a friend can't be matched. So this week, the very first shining star.
If you love me, you get rid of those two ugly looking pictures. You tell Gay to get rid of those.
You want me to get rid of the two ugly pictures?
No. I'm talking about the ones with me farting with my arms up. The ones that are with my arms up. And then, do you know the Muffin Man? Get rid of those.
Wait, the Muffin Man was great.
No, I don't like. I don't like the Muffin Man. Get rid of
the Muffin Man is tremendous.
No, well, I don't want it.
That was pretty good.
Put your face on it, then. You look like more a Muffin Man than I do. So.
Wait, what?
You should be the Muffin Man. Jake should be the Muffin Man.
Wait, what are the qualifications to be the Muffin Man?
With red hair. You have red hair.
I need to watch the tape and study it again.
Yeah, well, Jake Gator should make you as the Muffin Man. And then have Nick with the arms farting in the air. And get my face off of there.
Bobby, you know on my show here, I always say that the chat controls the show, right? This is a very chat-driven program. I will leave it up to the people. Ladies and gentlemen, I just dropped the poll. That's what she said. But it says, play the fart sound. It says, play the fart sound, yes or no. People, let your voice be heard. And then, if you choose, we will let the farts be heard. I mean, Jay Quest coming in with a super chat saying, please do Muffin Man again.
Yeah, Jay Quest, you want to pop in the head?
Whoa. Hey.
Whoa. Are you threatening assault?
He used a couple gallons of gasoline in a very expensive gas market. Gas, pun intended, maybe, don't know, to drive to your childhood home and show it to you. And that's how you want him to get farted in the head?
No, I just don't like that. I don't want to be on that. I don't know why Gator put me up there. I don't want those three things up there, okay? That's what I'm asking.
Right. I'm very disappointed. Very disappointed with 19% of the chat right now. Bob, are you voting like continuously from different accounts?
No, I haven't voted yet. I didn't see it.
All right. All right. Chat, don't vote for that. It's not nice.
Yeah, it's not nice.
Is it okay? Oh, I have a super chat coming in. Let's see who this is from. New viewer to the show, Jake asked, who is the Muffin Man? Is it Bobby Midnight?
No, it is not. It's Jake Ashman.
What? Come on.
You know what, Bobby? You're right. Jake is the Muffin Man, but Gator is not very good with doing his videos, and he made the Muffin Man kind of look like he left. I feel bad. He left. He left.
Oh my God, Gator's a madman.
I didn't even get to ask him on the way out. Any parting words? To be fair, I only play it for half a second, and then I say, no, this is wrong. I have to stop it.
That Muffin Man one is killer. That one.
I just wasn't expecting that to be.
I'll be back.
Hey guys, Jake, T.O., I mean, y'all, Nick,
What the hell was that? You said hi to everyone else and said love you all. Then you went, Nick.
I probably said love you, Nick, too. I don't know.
Yes.
I miss Bobby. Bobby, come back.
Yes, we have a chat from Carly saying, Bobby, come back on. Bobby, if you come back on, I give you my word as my friend, I will not play it the rest of tonight. And when the show ends, I will get rid of it until Wednesday.
Bones' comment is funny.
I can only picture him on the couch, paralyzed in laughter, trying not to laugh.
I gave up.
Bones definitely cracked in that final Muffin Man. No, I can't. That was the last straw.
To be fair, I mean, it kind of resembles you. Like when you're older and you get to that, I'm with someone with granny panties age. That might be you. We don't know. you might take on that image.
That's so funny.
Bobby, I'm sorry. Bobby, if you're watching, I'm sorry. I don't want you upset with me. So what's up, B-Mac? Enjoying the festivities tonight? First time having Jake on as a guest. He's called in, I think, slightly intoxicated on the Uber home from the Long Island event.
Oh yeah, that was but that wasn't with VR, was it? Right, that was just
that was a Thursday night. But this is the first time we're seeing your face because you were in the back of the Uber. So this
is a little Sunday night shenanigans, baby, and what's happening on the show tonight? Everything from granny panties to do you know the Muffin Man? We've really covered it all.
I don't know if you're aware of this, but and you've been in the chat in some of the streams. Boomtown keeps tremendous notes on what did we learn today. I do like an old Opie and Anthony. What did we learn at the end of the show? And Boomtown, I can only imagine. The poor guy's got carpal tunnel from all the typing that he's done keeping track of all this.
Well, and then I have him track my show too because him and then Gator they work together for the best of. So Boomtown is all day. He's got severe carpal tunnel.
It's going to be tremendous to see what he and everyone else comes up with. This has been a very informative show. But yeah, BMAC, what do you got? You got any Jets takes? You got any thoughts on tonight's show?
No, it's a great show, classic show as usual. I'm just glad that we back to football week this week. You know what I mean? I'm looking forward to it, and hopefully we got some. Hopefully Hassan Reddick shows up, and I have a feeling he's not, but that's for another day. Just make sure that just make sure that Bobby returns my phone calls. And
I will make sure. I will private message him on Discord.
All right, because I'm feeling kind of left out by him. You know what I mean? I'm a little bit disappointed.
Are you on my Discord, B-Mac?
Oh no,
I was, but somehow I got taken off.
Well, we gotta get you back in there.
Yeah.
Bobby's in there. You can message him directly.
Yeah, and I was trying to do the memberships, but I don't know how to do them. I didn't got like donate something like that.
Instead of hitting the super chat button, you hit membership gifting. All right.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna try and do that more. So
I'll show you how it's done right now. Watch this.
BMAC, very concerned. Cable services okay? TV have power? Everything right back there? It's
a TV's working good.
It.
Lights on.
Jake, thank you.
There it is.
Yeah, well,
Ricky got it. Yes.
Nice. Good
Let's
job,
go, baby.
Ricky, New York got it.
If only I could gift them better Wi-Fi instead of a channel membership. That would have been better.
Nice.
Sarah's inquiring where Bobby went. Sarah's sad, I think.
Yeah, Sarah, I don't even know if I'm very good with describing things and telling what happened. I don't even know if I can give it justice by thing. I think you might just have to rewind 10 minutes and live it. I don't think any of us are capable of the words, but I hope Bobby comes back. I got a couple people waiting to come on. Aurora, thank you so much. And figure something. I like your ideas. I liked what you did today with the content, and you should definitely do it more often. That's just my feedback as a viewer.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna message Jake privately, and maybe get something started. Need to pick his brain about some stuff.
Can't wait to meet you at the home opener too.
Yes, I can't wait to see everyone at the home opener.
Have a good night.
You too, bye.
Have a good night.
All right. B-Mac, I got a couple people waiting to pop on. Thank you, brother. Thank you for watching. And we'll talk to
Thank y'all. Love y'all. Jake, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. And Nick, you too.
Get on the Discord, B-Mac. Go on Patreon and click the join button.
Coffee club tomorrow.
Well, now we have to discuss something. And I have questions and I need answers. Aurora just said on this show that she's going to reach out to Jake privately. Mm-hmm. Carly, any concerns or anger about Aurora reaching out to Jake privately?
Did you just wake up?
Is that what it looks like on the other side of Jake's apartment? He's got all the lighting facing his side?
Yeah, where are you?
If you guys are going to be mean, I'll leave.
No, I just met
First
you.
Bobby, now Carly, Nick, you're a monster.
Say hi to Ace for me. How's Ace?
I'm sorry, Carly. Welcome, and thank you for subscribing to the show. I do appreciate it. But I do need someone on here. I'm going to bring someone on with you that I can make fun of and will never tell me no because I don't care what he says. We're going to bring in Johnny.
Oh,
look at that. Now he took my superpowers away from me too. Damn it.
Yeah, fucker. I knew you were going to talk shit.
Damn it.
I'm like, nope.
Look at Johnny with no shirt on, breastfeeding the baby. Look at you, bro. Like a champ. 2024, man. There's no boundaries with that parenthood.
Yo, you never saw Meet the Parents?
I did. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. I like the bust
Bro,
balls, but I will not do it now.
Yeah. She's all happy. She's awake.
Just don't say anything about Game of Thrones.
Yeah, no spoilers.
Oh,
That's what I'm doing next.
Jon Snow appeared. Just to let you guys know. Only
la 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 la.
Is she ready for her onesie, Johnny?
Oh, yeah, I can't wait, man. I'm excited.
Are you a good swaddler?
Yeah, we do swaddle her. But bro, my AC broke.
That was the best swaddler. I took pride in that.
My AC broke at the crib, so I got like 50 different fans everywhere right now until they come out to redo it. I don't know.
Oh,
It's
wow.
So.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, bro.
Yeah, I mean it's been like in the 80s, so it hasn't been that bad. But you know the deal. I mean, I put the fans in the windows and had some coolers out there with the
Yeah, you got to do the ghetto. You got to do the ghetto AC. You know what I mean? You got to put the fan with the ice in front in the back of it with the fan in front of it. That's the ghetto AC. Old swamp cooler.
Yo, so what happened with Bobby, man? Bobby looked mad. I mean,
he accused me of being the Muffin Man.
Did you see that Muffin Man drop? Oh my goodness!
Apparently, that's what sent Bonesy over the edge with his wife. He said when Bobby accused me of being more of the Muffin Man than he is, that's what sent him over the edge.
I'm making the call to Bobby direct right now to invite him back on for apologies.
Yo, please put it on speaker. Please put it on. Yo, Unc, and you could tell him who's number one, bro. He's a big boy. He'll be all right.
Hey,
that baby's number one.
I'm sorry. I'm calling you during my show to tell you that I'm sorry. Will you please come back on?
Damn, yo, sounds like a
What do you mean I can't?
You are not the Muffin Man, okay? If you come back on, Jake will take on the Muffin Man role. How about that?
Oh, I put the poll up, so that made the link go away. All right, hold on. All right, I know. You better not yell at me like this if you come on air, okay? I know I pissed you off. I'm sorry.
Tell him Carly is on. That will get him.
Carly's on.
Hey, Carly.
Hello.
All right,
Hey,
and all right. Can
really
we
good
act?
idea
Can
for
we
you
act
guys
like we like
for
one
the
another
merch
since
store.
Carly's here? I don't want Carly to think that you and me don't get along. All right. Wait, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do?
We're gonna love each other. Okay, bye.
We're gonna love each other. Okay, bye.
I can't.
Welcome to my show, Carly.
Great.
We did an hour and a half of Jet Talk. We really, truly did. We helped out our friend Clancy. For those that don't know or coming in late to the show, if you look in the description, my Venmo is there. Cash App is there. If you need Zelle, we can post Jake's Zelle again. One of the very good friends and viewers, Clancy, who watches all the shows, his dad unfortunately passed away the other day. Since we all can't be there with him to show our love and support, we wanted to take a collection to help him out and just send a gift from the family, because we all say that we're family, and family always steps up and helps each other out in times of need. Not my family in real life, but I've heard stories about it. But anyway, I digress. But you don't have to cover your face and laugh, Carly. It's all right. My parents, my mom and the sister know what they are. And anyway, I'm kidding, Mom, if you're watching. I'm sorry, Dad. I'm sorry. But yeah, so the Venmo is in the chat, in the description, Cash App, and if you need Zelle, just shoot a comment in, and Jake will be pushing that tomorrow on his show as well. And already we have a very, very significant amount of money to send Clancy's way. So I'm very, very proud to see what we've done tonight for him.
Absolutely wonderful.
All right. Now. Going with the SpongeBob reference of who lives in a pineapple under the sea, everyone knows the meme, shit's about to get real.
Hi, Johnny. How you doing?
See, Bobby, I'll put you next to Carly, too.
I chop liver?
I said hi, Carly.
Oh, I missed it.
Hi. Let me see the little baby. I gotta see the little baby. Oh, hi, cutie pie. I love you. You're beautiful. You look like Daddy. I'm not talking to you. Let me
I heard
talk.
you're beautiful. I thought it was me. I'm sorry. I got a haircut for you, Bob. Look how good I look.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You look so beautiful.
I need that clip. I need that clip. No one will know it's sarcasm. I need that clip.
I love the baby, Johnny.
I got you.
I love you, Carly. I love you, Jake. I love you, Thea. I'm on the fence with you. Yeah. That makes a good couple right there. You put them right together. That's the lovely couple.
Oh, wait. I got to do what you do to me here. I'm going to put you over here. I'm going to move Jake away from Carly, and now you're near Carly.
No, you move Jake and Carly back together again.
Give Carly high five. She's below you. Give her a little five. She wants a five. Drop it like it's hot, Bobo. Oh my God, his hand looks like Andre the Giant's hand all of a sudden.
Well, I got my camera is in the computer. I told you. How many times do I have to bounce? Okay. So bring Jake over back to his girlfriend.
All right, because that matters. All right.
I don't think it makes a difference, Bobby. We're not in the same room.
Hey, Carly, you going Thursday after dinner, right?
What?
You're going to be going out to dinner on Thursday, right? This Thursday?
Oh. Are there plans that I don't know about?
You're going out to dinner on Thursday, right?
Oh, I guess. Maybe.
Yeah, collabos.
They were with who? I didn't even know this.
You,
Jake. Jake, Thursday.
This will be news today.
He had chicken and pasta today, so he's checking it out. So he's going to take you there on Thursday.
Oh, Bobby was listening to the show earlier. Look at that. I didn't say I was taking Carly there at Thursday.
I know you're going to take Carly on there.
Bobby, you're starting shit.
You
I
know.
don't know. You're assuming a lot of things, Bobby. I don't know.
Well, I'm not assuming. I know things. I know that you like Carly. You got to take her out. I know that.
I do like Carly. She's wonderful.
Yes, you got to take her out, right, Carly?
But I don't know if it's this Thursday.
Fifth date.
I mean, Jake, he got in touch with me on the hospital phone. I think Bobby's reach is big enough to know how many dates you guys have been on.
Yeah, 5 dates.
It's a good take, but here's what Bobby doesn't know. He doesn't know the right number. It's a mystery.
Oh.
Well,
Exactly.
Probably saying zero.
no, you went to the bar that night. You were there waving to us.
Doesn't mean it's
That
a
was
date.
one
though.
date.
That was a business meeting.
That was no.
We were discussing the merch store.
He's working on the merch store, and great
Yeah.
job, Carly. Very good job. You're putting in a lot of time.
Nick, can you do a poll over under on how many dates they've went on?
It's 5. Trust me, it's 5. July 4th, they were together. That's another date right there.
Over under.
Private detective. Hold on.
How is that a date if it's a party? It's not a date.
Well, you can take a date to a party, duh.
All right. Well, Bob, let me ask you this question. When we go to the Jet game and you sit next to me, would that be considered a date for us?
No.
Great point.
No.
I mean, we're going out together in public at
We're
a game
just
and
friends.
at a group
We're
event.
friends.
Why can't they be just friends then?
Right.
I know them more than friends.
How do you know?
Well, maybe we're more than friends, Bob.
No.
That's
That's sickening.
I
You
can't keep a straight face anymore. I'm sorry.
pig.
Carly, you made me break.
You are nasty.
When you ask
I
that,
thought Johnny was bad. Look at you.
No. Well, Bob, all I meant is we're more than friends. We're best friends.
See,
That's all.
Who's the Muffin Man? Who is the Muffin Man?
I
Jake.
promised him I wouldn't
Jake.
do it, Jake. Damn it, I promised.
Why do you think I'm the Muffin Man, Bobby?
Because
Yeah.
you look like a muffin head. You got your answer.
All right.
I gotta pee again. I'm laughing so much. I'm afraid I'm gonna piss my pants.
You probably will.
To replace me, we have when Bobby becomes president of the United States, we have the person who will be in charge of foreign affairs. Let's bring in Craig. What's up, Craig?
Hi, Craig.
Oh,
How you doing?
g'day everyone. How are we?
Right.
How is Craig doing today?
good to see you, Craig.
Craig's pretty good. So, Bobby, are you Republican or Democrat? Do we know?
I hate politics. I'm nothing, so drop the subject.
Oh, so you're an independent third party candidate type thing.
I'm nothing. I rather see Mickey Mouse win the presidency. Okay.
Mickey Mouse.
You're a moderate then in that case.
I'm nothing. I don't care. I don't watch politics. I think politics is for the dogs. I don't watch the news. That's why I didn't know Trump got shot. Who cares? Really?
You didn't know he got shot?
Who
No, I
cares?
That's
I
incredible.
was on my show.
Wow. The
I
Muffin
don't
Man's
care.
watching the show. You see this, Bobby?
What?
Oh, the Muffin Man is actually watching the show.
Oh, you gotta
Apparently,
be kidding me.
yeah.
Where?
Nick can't put it up on the screen because he
Can't
went to
put it
take
on
a
the
poop,
screen yet.
but it's in the chat.
But apparently, we have established that Bobby does not like Muffin Men, politics, and farts. So
Yeah.
none of that.
In
none
that
of
order.
Johnny's being well behaved, guys. I have to give Johnny A+ tonight.
Johnny is
I
scared.
am trying to tell Jake to put some calm your freaky down condom in the merch store.
in the store.
Well, that's fine. In the chat's fine, but not up here. You're behaving yourself very nice.
I got my little girl right next to me, but you know.
Well, I think I heard one F-bomb, that's all. And then Nick's driving me up the wall tonight.
Who dropped the
Bobby,
fucking
can I ask you
F-bomb?
something?
Who dropped the fucking F-bomb?
Nobody. None of your business.
You got to put the
I'll throw
comment
them out
out
right now. If anybody dropped the fucking F-bomb, you are out of here.
Nobody dropped F-bomb. Be quiet. I didn't
Why are
say
you yelling
nothing.
at me?
Because I want
The
to.
Muffin Man coming in with a super chat saying, great show, everybody. Please, for the love of God, please do not call me the Bobby Man. I will leave.
The Bobby.
Yeah, Bobby Man, the Muffin Man. I don't know.
To
who
quote
the hell
my
you
friend
are.
Bobby, I think there's only one thing to say to that. Why don't you come on here and show your face, Muffin Man? Why don't you call in?
I could have done that.
Hey, I did actually have a Jets question
Yeah,
for you
go
guys.
ahead.
Way to ruin the show, Johnny. Go ahead.
He's well behaved tonight.
For the top three of you guys up there, right? Corley versus Gibson. Who do you guys got and why?
You don't want my opinion on the subject?
I do. I want everybody's opinion.
I'm not coming.
Ladies first. Ladies first.
Yeah, what's your take? Go ahead.
I forgot the question already. You can
Corley or Gibson?
Yeah, let
Who
me
you got?
summarize for you. Basically, this is what Johnny wanted to do to the show. How do we follow up a super chat from a new subscriber called the Muffin Man? And Johnny wants to talk wide receiver depth chart. We are gifted greatness. And Johnny's like, no, let's talk depth chart. Johnny, that was hour 1, bro.
It was never brought up.
Busy with the baby.
It's a good question.
It was brought up 3 times, Johnny. It was definitely brought up.
Muffin Man, thank you for being a member of the channel. I
not
hope
the
that
mem-
you are not
he's not a
overcooked.
member of a channel.
Hope that you are fresh and soft on the inside.
Yeah,
Like a true muffin.
That sounds kind of gay.
We don't say that. What we say here is that's what she said, and that encompasses all. But Boomtown checking in, somehow, he's probably doing talk to text at this point. Who do I send my carpal tunnel syndrome bills to, or should I split them up evenly between both Nick and Jake? VR, God bless you. You got out of the billing cycle here.
I was about to say, thank God he didn't put me in there because I can't afford it. Can't afford the bills.
And thank you, Jake, for gifting a membership.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jake.
Who did it go to? I'm trying to pull up.
Jaden D'Angelo.
Oh,
Hey,
Jaden. Yeah.
Jaden.
Yeah.
That's my boy, Jaden. Yeah. He's awesome.
All right. This is what chat summary says right now. Viewers are reacting with amusement to the ongoing discussion about whether or not Bobby and V-Man are on a date, with many supporting the idea of them being in a relationship.
Who said that?
That's what AI just said, bro. I don't write it. I'm not artificial intelligence. You've talked to me. I'm not even intelligent.
I should blow up the IA system then.
Whoa. That sounds presidential. That's why we can't have you as president with your finger on the button.
Bobby, who's your running mate going to be?
V-Man.
I'm not doing.
Oh, really? This has been discussed already?
Yes, I said no politics, nothing. I'm done.
Bobby, I would vote for that. You know,
I want Mickey Mouse as the president. That's all I want.
Hey, Craig, question for you. What time in Australia, 12 a.m., so midnight Eastern our time, is what time your time?
It is 1 p.m. this afternoon here.
Okay, so our merch store is going to open up at midnight tomorrow night in honor of Bobby Midnight. So it's 1 p.m. your time.
No, it's
that is
1:30.
fantastic.
It's 1:30.
Well,
I'm heading home. Hours off, Greg. Even I know it from...
It is 12 and a half. So you guys must be 11:30 p.m. there, Eastern.
It's 11:30 here right now. What time are you?
That's right. Yeah. So we're 13 and a half hours ahead at the moment. So 1 p.m.
So it's 1. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm heading home to conference with Mrs. Craig over what we're getting from the merch store. That's what we're doing this afternoon.
Nice.
That's our big thing.
Yes.
Hey, yo, Nick.
Thank you to VR for gifting a membership that went to Love Bites. Bites.
Oh, yeah.
If we learned anything about Bobby, is that one of your alter egos?
No, it's yours.
Okay. Bobby, turn your freaky down and don't reveal my freaky, please. Carly's here.
Hey, Bobby.
Yo, Nick.
Freaky, what it?
Yes.
Bobby.
Turn your freaky down.
Bobby, have you checked with the airline on whether you can carry on the orange chair or if it has to be checked in?
I'll go in by car.
How long does that take?
3.5
That sounds
hours.
like that's how long?
3.5 hours.
Oh, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. So there's room for the chair in there.
In the trunk, yes.
Craig, my idea.
I can't wait to see
my
it.
idea
It's going to change my life.
Is that we send Bobby's car to Pimp My Ride, and they remove the driver's seat and they install the orange chair into the car.
That's what you call a winner, right
we
there.
Send it to Exhibit, and Exhibit does a little Pimp My Ride back in the day from MTV.
I'm gonna pick your face in a minute.
Oh my God! You know what? You insult me one more time, I play the fart and the Muffin Man back to back. Be nice. If you're gonna make demands on me, I'm gonna make demands on you. I just said all he had to do was be nice. I didn't tell him to leave. I just said be nice to me.
Hey, yo.
Shout out
Nick,
to Rick Kent.
you
Hold
know
on one second.
who's Nick?
Hold on one second, Johnny. Shout out to Rick Kent, who gifted a membership that went to Yeti. Yeti, welcome back in the fold.
Rick.
And Boba
A
Jet
worthy
coming in
recipient.
with the super chat saying, "What up, Jets Familia?" Did I do that good, VR and Johnny? Familia. I rolled it right. I rolled it. You guys
No, you
taught me
did it
well.
wrong.
Damn
You
it.
better check
There's
that
no
with Gary
R's
as
to
well.
roll.
Boba says, just started watching, was running some errands, had to pick up some pastries for tomorrow. What did I miss?
Pastries. Uh-oh.
Muffin Man. Pastries.
Yes. Did you get any muffins?
Are you the Muffin Man under that mask, Boba Jet? Inquiring minds want to know.
Do you know the Muffin Man?
Rat Diddy, what's up? I do not know. I doubt MTV. Who knows?
Oh, no.
I don't know if they do it anymore. But that used to be like a big night, right?
Yeah, with the exhibit.
It was oh my God. The Crib. MTV Cribs.
MTV
and
Cribs.
Pimp My Ride used to be back to back, like on one of the nights. And that used to be like a thing to watch. And now I need to know what pastries. Oh, look at this. Nate coming in, gifting a membership.
Nate.
That went to Scott Foster.
Yeah,
Nope.
Nate.
Addison's
Scott.
went to. Hold on.
Nice.
I missed one. Addison gifted one that went to Scott Foster. Please forgive me.
Oh,
I'm a
that's my
little
hug
excited
brother
here.
right there. My hug brother.
There's so much going on. So much going on. Baby Addison gifting memberships already to Uncle Nick. Thank you. Sorry, that's my baby voice. And now Nate gifted one that went to Jet Life 321. Jet Life 321. Oh, while I got everyone here and everyone is having so much fun, I need to ask a favor. Nate was kind enough. He has an extra training camp ticket for this Saturday, the 27th.
I think I got that one already.
He has one extra for the 3rd.
Oh, okay.
My son can't make the 3rd because of football practice. But if anyone has one for another day, Nate is willing to trade so that me and my son can go on Saturday, the 27th. So if anybody has one to help out me and my boy, please let us know. And Nate, Jake, you said you're going already?
I'm going. Yeah, I'm going to Nate. I had 2. I needed 1, and Nate gave me 1 so I could get an extra one. So I'm all set. But I'll be there on Saturday. If I get offered any extra ones, though, I will send it your way.
Please.
If you got a cameraman, Jake.
I do not have a cameraman for this.
Damn. This is what I want to do. This is what I aspire to in my life. To get
Let's
to get
fly
to
you
that
in
point.
from Australia. Let's make it happen. We'll get you a ticket.
Down with the camera.
Hey, yo, Jake, have you ever heard the beautiful angelic voice of Nick shine when it's someone's birthday? Because it is Nate's birthday.
Oh, I do owe Nate from yesterday.
Yes, you do.
I do.
Oh,
Nate,
that's right.
Nate, are you calling in, Nate? Like, you got to come on air for it, Nate.
Jake, you're in
Are
for
you
a
able
treat.
to call in?
Oh, my
Carly,
God.
you're in for a treat. Craig, you're in for a treat. Me and Uncle,
Babies.
we've already seen
Bobby,
it.
Johnny is holding proof that babies are made when I sing this song.
Yeah.
I sang the song in October for Johnny's kid, and Johnny made another kid that night.
Thank you, Nick. My
You're
dad was
welcome.
smashing my
You're
mom.
welcome. You're welcome. Welcome to the
Absolutely.
world, little
When
one.
the lights go down, Nick is singing. He's a singing clown.
Oh man, it's pressure now. This is pressure here.
Oh yeah, especially
Carly's ready. Look at her. She's
ready.
I'm
excited.
ready to go to sleep. Better be
Intently.
the lullaby.
Oh
You
no,
better live up to it.
Oh no. This leads to you sending a text to maybe that certain guy saying, "You up?" That's what this leads to. Or maybe a "What's good?" I don't know the young people terminology, and I also don't receive those messages, so I'm just assuming what they say.
Finish the show.
All right,
this
Nate's
is where the
working on
magic
it.
happens.
You think Nate will ever change his picture so he doesn't have a mask on?
No, I asked him about it one night. I forget his answer, but it was
He
good.
wants to remember COVID forever.
Yes.
He needs to do one on a bike because he's always on a bike. He needs to do one And he's covering that. He is one of the bearded bros, man. Like he has the beard. He definitely rocks that beard. So he needs to come on.
Decent beard too.
Dumbass. Yeah, he has a great beard.
I reckon he could grow that in 3 days from fully. I'm sure of it. I'm going to get him to give us a tour of the Upper West Side.
Hawk's booty call moment is I just send a question mark.
No Diddy. Rick Kent says Nate is probably on his bike right now.
And I always say fine.
Is this a dating podcast now?
Yeah.
This is the Shenanigans.
You never know where it's going to go.
Has Sarah called in, Nick? Have you seen her?
She was
Sarah
defending Bobby's honor.
Bobby was upset.
All I said to Bobby was, "Be kind to me, and I won't play it." And then he left. I feel bad that he left. I didn't play it. I just said, "Be nice to me," and I won't play it. That's all. I thought that was a fair negotiation. You know what? I like that because I want my president to be a stern negotiator. I don't want him getting run over. Bobby will never be taken advantage of in a negotiation. I like that. Bobby and Sarah, 2024.
Midnight 2024, baby.
Oh, nice.
That's a screensaver right there.
Been mashing mustaches.
Look at that.
That's cute.
She's going to be the first lady, Craig.
Yeah, she's not a citizen. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
She's an honorary American at this stage.
He's passing a bill, changing it right then and there. First act.
She told me that there was like a GoFundMe page to get her to America. Is this true?
We can't confirm or deny.
I'll make sure she's got enough annual leave. Don't worry.
This is a very good question. Gary asked, I need some dating advice. I'm 40 and I've never been with a woman. What advice can you give me? Stay the course, bro.
Gary as in our Gary?
Stay the course. Stay the course. Yes.
Just be straight up. Are you putting out?
He's really
yes
dating
or
him.
no?
He's dating himself, isn't he? Like he is his own wife.
That's what Bobby
Jay-Z
said.
once said, "Mo
Exactly.
money, mo problems."
So it has to be true.
Take it for chicken and pasta.
I will say, less women, less problems. No
Are you
offense.
spreading the buns? Yes or no? Just saying.
Oh,
Gotta
Rat
go
Diddy
into
coming
it.
in with some advice. Maybe don't do the cornrows at 40. Maybe that.
Wow, even Carly broke character there. Look at that. Wow.
Hey, John. All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen,
here?
It is one day late.
Oh,
but
my
it is
God.
Nate's birthday.
I'm muting.
Welcome, Nate.
Hello,
Are you
ladies
ready?
and gentlemen.
Are you ready to be
Not really.
serenaded on your birthday?
Serenade.
Do you have the Vaseline?
I know it's coming. Notice I didn't remind Nick when I came in chat that he owed me a song. He remembered, not me.
I reminded him. I got you, Nate.
All right.
Let's go Mets, even though we lost
Johnny.
today.
I know you never forget.
For those of
It's all right.
you that are new to this,
Ooh.
me and my good friend since the late 90s, whenever it's his birthday or mine, we call one another. We never answer the call, and we leave a voicemail singing happy birthday like Marilyn Monroe sang it to JFK years ago. Coincidence, I was in JFK hospital and Bobby called me? Maybe. Don't know. Only time will tell. But I'm going to pull a move from the legendary Bobby and ask everyone to mute themselves so I can focus to give Nate the true gift that he deserves on his birthday.
Cheers.
Can you just do you and him together on the screen?
Can't you listen to a goddamn instruction, John? Nate, do you want to be on screen for this?
It's your show, Nick.
It's your call, Nate. It's your birthday.
Please take it solo.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, the lights are off. The freaky is turned up. If you have that special someone near you, it's time to hold them and enjoy. Nate, from the proud New York Jet fan, to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Nate the Jet fan. Happy birthday to you. And many more. In words of the epic Bobby Midnight, you can unmute yourselves.
Can you do that Marilyn Monroe style as well?
You want bosoms? What do you want? You just focus on the goddamn road, Craig. I see you pulled over into a parking lot. What are you about there, Ellen Winslow Jr.?
Ellen Winslow Jr.
Ellen Winslow Jr. That was awesome.
Google it, kids. Google it if you weren't here for it.
Hey, Craig, do you know what that means?
Furiously Googling it now.
Well, yeah, that's a great Google. Kellen Winslow Jr. parking lot.
Yeah. Carly, what did you think of that?
Oh, that was beautiful. Best performance I've ever heard. Don't tell Bobby I said that.
Better than Bobby's performances?
I said don't tell Bobby I said that.
No, Bobby's in a
I didn't hear
category
that
of his
part.
own.
Wow.
Bobby can't be matched. It's everyone outside of Bobby is in their own category.
That's true.
Your effort can be matched though on the happy birthday part for sure. It's right there, top notch.
Top notch. Absolutely. He brings it every time.
Gets you have to. Murdoch said, in case anyone doesn't know, I take this very seriously. I take pride in that.
Nick, can you please put up Hawk's comment, bro, while he's driving?
Hawk, I've been there. I've been hard and been laughed at, but I've never been laughing.
Oh, God.
Baby Addison, earmuffs.
She's asleep.
Jeff coming in with a personal update. He'll never get hard. Not nice.
It works both ways.
That's not nice. That's not nice. I guess Craig found out who he was. For a minute.
He needed a moment after that song, Nick.
That's what it's for. If it puts a smile on people's face and a dampness on their Bobby Midnight underwear that they're purchasing from Jake's store, then that's what it's all about. It's all about.
We need that underwear.
And make underwear.
Wait, we can?
Yeah.
Oh.
I said the other day you ignored.
I don't remember this, but yes. All right, we'll do it. Bobby Midnight underwear is happening.
Do you need a model? Carly, do you need a model? Because I will model it.
Or
I will model it as well. I second
Nick,
that.
I think they're trying to sell it. Nick.
We'll send samples to help with the marketing campaign.
yeah. Perfect.
Oh, Nate, let me tell you. Craig, welcome back. Did you find out?
I've got something about this guy's in a Supermax somewhere. That's as far as I've got.
He went Supermax on himself in a parking lot and got caught by police.
I assume that's what it is.
A Target parking lot.
Yeah.
Target? Right.
Yeah.
A Target, right. What makes it
I guess Australia's got fake news, huh, Jake?
Yeah, we do. We do have Targets here.
You know, when Bobby's
definitely
president,
Ghana one.
he will fix that. There will be no false stories anywhere. This has been, my face hurts from laughing. I have been laughing. We've had a lot of fun on the show. I have never laughed this hard on the show. This
One
is
for
great.
the ages, man. This one is top notch. Absolutely.
All about the muffin.
Like I got to rewind. I missed the beginning, Johnny. My sister just had a baby 3 hours ago. Any advice?
Oh,
Her
Congrats.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations.
Get
Blessing.
ready to not sleep. Just make sure anytime that the baby sleeps, you sleep, and God bless. And
Johnny's
just
gonna say something wild. Did he freeze?
take it day by day.
Johnny, any truth to the text that I just received that you don't pay attention to the baby at all and you only grab her when you're on camera to look like a good dad? Any truth to that?
I mean, the bags on my eyes will say.
I'm waiting for your wife to yell yes in the background.
No, she just passed by and was like, "Hey, we got to get the other kids to sleep."
Oh,
it's
dude,
late.
that was my move. When Nick was young and he was like hyper, I would grab Sophia, take care of Sophia, so I didn't have to deal with the bedtime routine with the crazy ones.
Nah, that's my thing. I love putting them to sleep and saying their prayers. So it's
Nice.
It's
I can't even knock that now. Good for you. That's a good move.
Every night. Absolutely.
Clancy coming in with his 1 month super chat saying, "You are all the best. Thank you, everybody, for the love and support. What an amazing show. Let's go, Jets." Clancy, I'm very happy we were able to do what we did tonight. More coming tomorrow. And yeah, it's a very significant contribution we'll be sending your way. Please text me in the Discord if you haven't already, your sister's Venmo, and then we'll send it to her. And I cannot be held responsible if she goes on the lam and never talks to you again once getting it. But thank you, brother, for watching. I'm glad we could put a smile on your face.
A great guy.
Yep.
Yes.
Absolutely. And our
Yeah,
condolences
absolutely.
and our prayers to you and your family. And you're the best, bro. We love you, man. We love you. Absolutely.
Word.
Absolutely.
All right, peeps. I'm gonna go wrestle some kids to go to sleep, and you guys be good. The show was awesome, Nick. I'm glad you're doing better, bro. Yo,
Thank
Clancy, we love you, dog. Just keep your head up, brother, man. Hey, we're here, man. If you just need somebody to talk to, bro. And Nate, happy birthday. I hope you get a big booty dancing on you at some point. And
She's sleeping in bed, but it was
Dick, you're the man. Craig, appreciate you. Harley, it's nice seeing you. Yo, Unc, you already know what time it is. Nick, I gotta say that the guy hooked it up for you when he did your beard today. So shout out to you, barber.
It took me down a little more than I wanted to, but I like
looks
it.
good, man.
I got a pretty face, bro. I should show it more.
Yeah, you should. Them blue eyes. Holla.
Thank you.
No Diddy. No Diddy.
This is the most Gary comment I've ever read.
I can't send super chats to Jake, but here I can. Gary, I tell you what, Gary, you send all the super chats here that you want, and we will rub it in your face. Finally, Jake, I got something on you, bro.
I don't want Gary's blood buddy. His bad takes. You can have him.
36,500 subscribers on me, but I got Gary's super chat.
You got Gary's $2.
Just close down your channel, Jake. Find a new career, pal. You're officially the takeover.
Congrats on the $2.
All right,
Gary.
Yeah.
Johnny,
I thought you were about to say congrats on the sex.
Congrats on that as well, Johnny.
Hey.
How old
Gary
is the baby, John?
Oh, is he frozen? I think he's frozen.
How old is the baby now? Is it 3 weeks?
19 days.
All right, so you have 23 more days till sex, right? 6 weeks?
No, it's already been accomplished.
Was the wife there with you?
Yeah.
Maybe
All right,
Pamela.
good night.
Later.
Good night, buddy. Oh, this has been fun. This has been a lot of fun tonight.
Yes, this has been great. I'm going to go to sleep, though. Thanks for having me. I'm not going to give everybody their own special goodbye shout out.
No, I want the roll call.
No.
Yeah, you got it.
Yep.
We eliminated Johnny, so you didn't have to pretend to say something nice about him. We made it easy for you.
Why? That was easy. His daughter's so cute.
She is.
Yeah,
she is. Way to win me back over. Damn it, Carly. You know me so
Yeah.
well.
I'm a nice girl.
Hug Ace for us.
Oh, definitely.
All right. Goodbye, everyone. Have a wonderful slumber.
Oh, man. Thumbs down. Thumbs down on the exit, Carly. Great entrance. You came in. You're doing great work with the merch store. We praise you. And then you're just like, all right.
Irish goodbye, Fleischer.
I almost left during the song, honestly.
Right. I get it. You know,
It's not that it was bad. I just want to go to sleep.
you want that to be the last vision in your head before bedtime. Think this one through, Carly. Think this
It
one
was
through.
a great lullaby.
All right. Oh, look at that, Jake. Look at that.
Text question mark.
Yeah.
No.
All right. Well, enjoy, and I will see you later in your dreams, girl.
Oh, once you're having me, goodbye.
So good. Craig, you good down there?
I'm amazing. I'm trying to figure out what to do next. I'm waiting for Mrs. Craig to send me a photo of our vacuum so I can get a new battery for it.
Nice.
That's the extent of my excitement. And I'm messing around with my post office box key, and I remember the key ring. I don't know if you can see that.
I love football. Nice.
Yeah.
New York plate. Love it.
Yeah, that's the other side.
I mean, there's been a lot of comments tonight in the chat. It's ranged from love,
crazy amount of comments.
and you know, for our buddy Clancy, we've had Bobby on. It's been some humor. There's been some entertainment. There's been great Jets conversation. But let's be real. The best comment of the night is Tom saying everyone wants Nick. Let's be honest, Tom. I mean, listen, man, I'm one to call people out when they drop lies, and I can't find anything here.
What do we have to do to get Tom to actually call in, as in Tom Ace? What
We
do
need
have
Bobby
to
to
do?
threaten him. Usually a Bobby threat gets people to call in and say, why don't you come on and show your face? That's what does it.
That's true.
So it does it. It's the only
Well,
reason
when he
Jake's
becomes
here tonight. Bobby
president, he
called him out.
can issue an executive order, perhaps, to get
That's
Tom
right.
to come on.
Tom Ace is the king of the one-liners. That dude.
Oh, he is. Yeah, I
Oh,
bet he
yeah.
does stand-up comedy in his spare time. I'm sure
I'm
of it.
telling you, man, he
He
should-
has the greatest
he should be a
comments.
comedian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure he
Absolutely.
probably is. He is. There's got to be a way.
Gary
find a
asking,
way.
why can't he super chat you anymore?
Gary, I have no idea. I mean, what do you mean you can't? Like when you hit the super chat button, it doesn't work?
Has he ever super chatted you before?
I don't think so. I've never
Maybe
seen
not.
Gary's
I
super
can't,
chat. Yeah.
I can't think of one. No.
Real quick, can we plug his show real quick? He has a new show on, Nothing But Nets.
Who doesn't have a show? Craig, do you have a show?
I'm thinking about it. I don't have enough time in the day after listening to all your shows. I've got nothing left. I don't even do my job anymore. Fuck.
I know that
It's
Nate
crazy.
Nate sometimes goes on the show and argues with him about Nets talk, Brooklyn Nets talk. You guys have a good time doing that.
Yeah, I don't let him get away with anything. So I like
There
to
you
think.
go. Yeah, absolutely.
I love it.
Tom with breaking news. I'm sorry. Breaking news. His comedic powers are limited to YouTube chats. All right. All right. We
we
knowing
might
your
have to fix that.
limitations is the key thing in life.
Maybe
Right.
pre-record something and then like kind of
Nothing but Aussies with
Yeah.
Craig and Sarah.
one-liners.
I'm sure I could think of some content. I was just following a car before that had on the back koala rescue. I didn't know that was a thing here. Apparently it
What, do
is.
you want them all to die? What kind of heart do you have, Craig?
Well, they have a bad reputation. They're also called drop bears here. I don't know if you've heard that.
I haven't. Please explain.
What is that?
Drop bears. Well, I'm not entirely sure myself, but I believe the idea is they can like jump out of trees on you and scratch you up and stuff or something.
Oh wow!
Apparently, yeah.
Really?
You wouldn't go and pat one in the wild. They got claws like this. They're not super friendly unless they're in a zoo or something.
Really?
But yeah, drop bears.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you. I feel like the little NBC in America, Rainbow should shoot by. The more you know.
This is the beginnings of the show, by the sound
There
of
you
it.
go. Yeah,
Super chat
driving around Australia with Craig. That would be
Even
a
just
good
driving
show.
around Adelaide. Believe me, there's
Yeah.
plenty of content here.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's for sure.
Mess coming in with a super chat. Thank you, sir. Reminder, Gary will be checking shirt size tags at all games.
He doesn't believe Big Fella is an XL.
What does he think he is?
I know he went on a rant on my show the other day that Big Fella can't be an XL. Big Fella was very upset.
I met Big Fella.
I can tell you, Big Fella, when he
Him and
ordered
his
merch in my
wonderful-
store, he ordered XL, so that's his size.
Yeah, him and his wonderful wife. We were, met up with Johnny up in Virginia Beach, and we had, we broke bread together. Absolutely wonderful guy, and I can guarantee you that he is an XL. So from my mouth to God's ear, he's an excellent.
All right. I'll take
Gary,
your word.
message me on the Discord. I'll figure it out.
Gary, I would try from a different device. Based off your setup, I think you're always on a computer. Maybe try from your phone and see if it goes through there. Are you on the computer like you normally are with your setup for Jake's show?
I'm on Gary's side though. Someone on YouTube is against Jake. Like I told Jake, we've talked about it. Like I can't. His show is like hidden in my algorithms. It's like someone's like, just I can't unless I search Jake Asman and go to his channel. I can't see if he's live. I'm always like an hour later unless I check the Discord. I don't have like notifications on there. It's someone's messing with the algorithm with Jake.
It's weird.
Some of us at least. The
Yeah,
small percent of us.
that's pretty weird.
But you guys see my show
Obviously,
fine,
it
right?
used to be the #1 show popping up.
I see it. Yeah.
But I know it
Yeah, I
happens
get
to
the
Scott, too, like, you have to
notification.
search your name. Yeah, I don't get notice. Sucks.
And with work, I
I've
haven't
been
been able
stuck
to
at-
catch a lot of your first show because I'm at work
Yeah.
and I can't.
I've been stuck subscriber-wise around the same amount. I think it's because maybe it's just slow right now, but it's been weird. Like it's just like plateaued completely. Like
That'll accelerate when the season starts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just slow now.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, Jake, we'll talk off air. I've been gaining a couple subs every show. I'll call you up and give you my tips and
Yeah,
hints. to
please.
help.
I'll take all the advice I can get.
It's all. At least I could do that for you, my friend. All right. I'll help. But thank you to the new 6 subscribers during tonight's show. Shout out to you guys.
Let's go.
Yes.
Go. We're
Absolutely.
at 861. We're trying to push towards 1,000. Hope the goal is 1,000 by the new year. The Jets' new year, not opening night.
You'll get that by August. Come on.
I'm hoping. Couple shows, and I'm going to start doing. I'll make a little show announcement here while we got the time.
Yeah.
Every day that there's a Jets practice during training camp, I get in from work at 3:30 if it's a weekday. I'm going to pop on right away, 3:45, do a little summary of the day. For those of you that were with me last summer, me and Jets Chaos would pop on every day as soon as Coach Salah's press conference ended. We'd go over the tweets from practice, all the storylines that occurred from that day. And I'll be doing the same thing this year. I'll be doing it 3:45 during the week. If it's on a weekend, I'll pop on and do it as soon as the press conference ends for a practice. And just like I said, go over the tweets from all the media guys, go over the storylines, go over what Coach talked about. Hopefully have the Reddick news one day that he's there, and just provide a little update for everyone, all in like a little half-hour quick show, nothing long. But I figured people like that little recap.
We're definitely all craving football talk, so any of that will be good.
Oh, we're so close.
Oh my
We're
goodness.
so close.
Right?
Next
This
week,
trip
man.
to the US in September, I can taste it. It's like within 8 weeks now, or just over 8 weeks.
Craig, are
Do you have a
like
place
a
to
million
tailgate,
percent
Craig?
happening now? You said something was happening.
First question about the tailgate, Nick. We'll plan it nearer the time, but because we can only really go once a year to a game, going to get around and just see as many people as humanly possible in the tailgate.
Okay.
That'll be the goal. But we've got to work it out. It's difficult when you can only go once a year. What was your question, Nate?
Well, I think you said something at work, like it was popped up that you might not be able to come, but you were.
Oh
hoping that
no,
it would still
we've
happen.
just no. We've had some family issues. I've got a completely psychotic ex-wife who's been giving me grief, but I think we've got her sorted out. So it was a bit up in the air, and trouble with one of my kids, but it's all sort of all sorted out now. So I'm going to book everything in the next couple of days. And I decided I'm just going to book it anyway because with my Amex I get full insurance anyway. So if something diabolical happened, it wouldn't matter. I'd get it refunded.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So you're there.
So we're just trying to do the maximum. My 20-year-old daughter's agreed to stay at our house because most of our teenagers are going to pretty much be staying at the house. So she's about the only person I trust to look after them. So she's agreed to do that. So we're pretty much set now. But we would be beyond devastated if we couldn't go for this trip. That would be bad. Who knows? It might be our only chance to see Rodgers. You just don't know. Game 3 is as early as anyone can see him, pretty much. And we're assuming he'll be there. We want to be at MetLife.
Yes.
And he's there.
Yeah.
And when we go in there 2-0, it's going to be too much to cope with on a Thursday night. But we'll manage. We'll manage.
From
Yeah,
your
we
list
look
to
forward to
God's
seeing
list.
you. Yep, we look forward to seeing you.
I'm going to mount I'm going to get an iPhone mount for my shoulder or something so I can permanently FaceTime Sarah so that she feels like she's there as well. But she's had a big 3 days in Sydney. I think Jake, I sent you a photo, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
great.
that was the good photo. There's more.
Oh my god, those photos were hilarious.
Those photos are great.
Yeah, they were the good ones. So there's quite a few more. I'll get them to you. Don't worry.
That's tremendous.
And she can tell you herself.
Yeah, she needs to call in.
Yeah, I need to get a proper, like, it's going to get easier when the season starts because you're going to have more late shows, which is in the morning for us, and then I can actually call in with her. She wants to do a proper call in.
Yes.
Unlike the one to get Bobby to sit on the chair that night.
Oh, that was incredible.
That was absolutely amazing. She got up at 1:30 a.m. to do that.
Doing these shows, it's like the impromptu moments are usually the most memorable. Like those are the ones that stand out. Like you can't plan great content; it just happens.
How am I supposed to explain to someone that I'm going to the tailgate and I'm going to sit in an orange lawn chair, and I'll pay money to sit in it? What do I say?
You can't. I was having this conversation with someone. Like I can't describe some of the things that happen. That's why I wanted Gator to start working on those like best of videos with Boomtown, because like there's so much funny stuff, but like to try and explain it to people, they have to just see it. It's the only way.
And even for like people who watch, like, you know, I watch your show a lot. If you miss the build up to the moment and just see the highlight of the moment, like you still are like, oh man, I need more. And then you got to go back and search it out and find out what the hell happened that led to that.
It's crazy.
I'm gonna let you guys, the three of you, wrap up. Nick, thank you again for your beautiful rendition.
No worries, man.
Of a happy birthday.
Happy birthday, brother.
I'll see you during the weekly shows. Jake, I'll see you tomorrow. VR,
Yes, sir.
as always, across the Jets platforms. Thanks, guys.
Yes.
All right, man. Be good. Hey, Craig, we'll give you the option. I thought you were doing the Carly goodbye, just leaving. But we are going to wrap it up if you want to say
someone
goodbye.
called me and I tried to dump them, and it didn't work, and then it killed my audio. So all good. Hey, awesome to chat. Thanks for the show and for your friendship and everything, and can't wait to meet everyone in September that I haven't met yet.
No worries, man.
Can't wait to meet you too, Craig. You're awesome.
It's gonna be epic. See you guys.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Be good, pal. And try to get some work done. I know you guys over there. Try to get some work done. I debated doing this. I'll ask Jake and VR. I'll ask your opinion. Should I say the amount that we have for Clancy, or should we just keep that private?
I say keep it private. That's just my opinion.
That's the way I'm leaning. Jake, do you agree?
Yeah, whatever you guys decide. I mean, it works for me either way.
I'm leaning that way. If you guys were like, say it, I'd say it, but I think it's significant enough to keep private.
That's great.
And, so
just know that everybody really, really poured out for this, and it's really, really good. It's just reflective of this Jets family, this 100%. As Maniac family, Shiner family, Jets family, so private IRS has entered the chat. Tom Ace.
Oh yeah, well, Murdoch, I'll let him know. Murdoch's had a good point. Say the amount so he can make sure his sister gets the correct amount.
That's funny.
We're starting a family feud. We didn't intend for it. I swear. All right. I will. Jake, if you don't mind, stick around off air for 1 second.
Sure.
After we end. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Jets fans. You showed out again. You showed Clancy all the love that we knew that you would. Appreciate you guys. This fan base deserves a championship. And guess what? Breaking news. We're going to get it this year. We're going to get it because we deserve it, because we are awesome people. And we're a great big family. And that puts a big smile on my face. So I hope you guys enjoyed tonight. I hope you had a great time. Thank you, Jake, for hanging out. I never expected to have you the entire night. We thought it was
so awesome.
A short little segment, but kudos to you, man. You're the best.
the best.
Man.
Hardest working man in sports business.
I appreciate this. Was a blast. I had a great time. You know, I'm the muffin man apparently.
Yeah, obviously we went on a date tonight, the three of us, because you had dinner while we were with you. So
That's
in
right.
Bobby's world, we went on a date. So Carly's at 5, Nick and VR tied at 1.
There we go.
Everyone, have a good night, and remember, be loud, be proud, New York Jets fans.